Ascension begins. Find yourself within. Take up your blade. Let the fears within fade. Stories are told as the die roll. Don't be afraid. Make your destiny will find you in me. Friends at your side, may the group with pride. Try as you might, you now live to fight. Monster nor foe can fill you with woe. Enemies in sight, it's time to roll dice. Roll for initiative. Check, please.
Hello, checkers and pleasers alike. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome
Ooh.
to the Legends of
Hello.
Aedron, The Last Favor. We are here with episode 2, and this is my lovely cast members. To my left, we have Xeno playing Lyeecia.
Thank you, everybody.
I am your humble DM daddy. What's up, motherfuckers? Next up, we've got Foaly playing Kurla.
Hello.
Then to my bottom left, we've got Grem playing Lovette. Yes, you.
Again?
My bottom bitch is Beardy playing Karis.
I understand that's a thing that's good now.
It's a good thing.
It is a fantastic thing.
And then to my lower right is Skrewy playing Petravian, our rock hard holy man.
Hi.
Still. He's so old. He's
But
on
still
death's
rock
door.
hard.
Okay, if you
Not
say
wrong.
so. Hey, wasn't there a conversation once about like impotence and some sort of curse? If
You're the
someone
right now,
got
you tell me.
Was there?
someone got pregnant. Yeah, there was.
Ooh. Yeah.
So how's that limp dick, bitch? But to recap last week's session.
It happens to guys at my age. It's okay. It's normal.
What happened last session is Petravian, while going about his everyday life, visited his daughter and surrogate daughter, and suddenly through that conversation found out that the sky had split and shit's going down. Reduvi, the beacon of the hive, sent Petravian out to go and scout. And while Petravian was out and about, he rubbed on a worry stone that was given to his old long-gone friend, Risen, the Fate Weaver. And, well, a bunch of strange people showed up. Familiar faces, but not. And
I thought I had a stroke.
you know what? That could have been a mercy. But we're
Yeah.
here now. And with these new yet familiar faces, Petravian went on, and soon these odd group of crystal-armored people called the Repleti appeared, insisting that Petravian was similar to their general. Some sort of resonance in their crystals. Who the fuck knows what that means, but nonetheless, these people, through attempting to pretty much hush-hush the party and saying, it's fine, you're stupid, go away now, we're busy, Daddy has important business. Well,
Fuck daddy.
okay.
Yeah, I said it. I'll say it again.
Not touching that one. Nope.
Oh, why not?
Karis and Petravian charged straight into the battle, so everyone started to fight, and slowly you all destroyed the armor of these crystalline individuals that slowly allowed them to die and turn into ashy dust into the sky. And when you did that, you found a very significant piece or item in one of the armor pieces. A single rectangular piece that, when pulled apart, showed a map, and it led the group exactly to where they were going, the Red Plains.
Well, that's
So-
handy.
After some back and forth conversations, the group decides to teleport to the Red Plains, as far as most people are aware of, at least the teleporters of the group, they've been there. Convenient. So they went there, and right as they appeared, they could hear sounds of battle. And that is where we are going to come back into the story. The plains are
I'd forgotten about
high.
that last detail.
What?
I had forgotten about that last detail.
Yeah, people are
That
dying!
recontextualized what I had been spending my entire week thinking about.
People are dying!
You did mention the battle at the end of the last session.
I
thought.
did.
Yeah, and then we got all worked up
mhm.
out of session talking about character interactions, and I got all excited about that, and I totally forgot that there was death happening.
Mhm.
Death.
Actively.
All around us.
Active
Well, I
death.
guess death is always happening, but yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, but like a little faster right now.
Mm-hmm.
Speed run death any percent.
Oh. Oh. Oh, no. All right. So, you've just appeared at the plains, and you hear a commotion sounding off in the distance. The tall grass blocking your view from what it is. The landscape stretching out before you is a sea of crimson grasses. The skies are painted with hues of fiery orange as the day transitions into twilight. The eerie green of the rift still glowing above. And that is
Ooh.
our scene. You do hear battles in the distance. The clangs of metal against metal, or perhaps more accurately, metal against crystal.
Ooh.
Well, that sounds like a fun time somewhere. We should maybe hurry to get there, or are we just going to
Can
take
you
our
see
time?
where it is?
I'm happy either way.
No, grass is too high, especially for you, Lovette.
Ouch.
I'd like to
Oh.
fly up a little, about 15 feet in the air.
Okay, yeah.
Can I see it now?
So, it's kind of
I
hard.
should probably, because it's different for this Lovette my flight. She doesn't have the little mechanical wings, but instead, like kicks her heel against the ground, and
Mhm.
these heated thrusters come out of the soles of her shoes, and she just floats up that way.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Wait, that's a neat trick. I like that.
So Lovette's boots kick on, and she's looking around, and from up ahead, you see a strange structure. It's crystalline, of course. And
Oh.
there are the Repleti fighting the centaurs.
You guys, I think we're fighting Superman.
Could be. I'd like to also shift into a dire bat and fly up as well.
Okay. You.
Is the grass tall enough that I can see over it, or is it still too tall for me?
I'm pretty sure you can see over it. You're 7 foot tall. I don't think the grasses are
Yeah.
that tall. A little easier if all of us had horses, but oh well.
I'm not calling Chisel. That poor thing.
Kurla's gonna turn to Karis and Lady Lyeecia and be like, "What? Can either of you fly as well?" Oh,
Well,
sorry,
Karis
you,
just
not
did.
Karis. Liana and Lady Lyeecia, and
Both
Same.
Lillos.
sorry, was working on it.
Got
Can
3
both of you
L's
fly-
and 2 K's. Bye bye.
Can both of you fly as well? I feel left
Uh,
out here.
No.
Okay.
I
phew.
can.
Oh, well, I mean, don't feel like you have to.
Oh, I won't. I don't like using them.
Fair enough. Sorry to have brought it up.
No, it's fine. I'm not
Do you-
used to being around people anymore.
I understand.
I don't
Just,
really
you know,
know how to talk to them anymore.
I mean, I think it's better that we just stay back anyways. Like, it sounds like whoever is fighting them is doing a fair job themselves.
You hear screams of pain in the distance.
No, I think we should go help.
I don't care, yeah, we gotta help.
I
You-
feel like we should take a look, yeah?
I mean, the context of this worlds could be in danger.
If this is why we're all here, then it makes sense. I mean, we wouldn't be here if there weren't a reason for it. Something
let's
larger
do
than
this.
ourselves.
Well, that's not necessarily true. There could be some sort of paradox event causing the timelines to shift, and it would be totally random. Well, why we are here, or who is here? It would just be, coincidence that any version of it happened and no any other version.
Agree to disagree on that one.
I don't think they'd all be this. Whatever this crystalline thing is happening over there, I don't think that would be there if points up at the rift.
Well,
If that
sure,
was
but
there.
If the crack is a malfunction, then chaos is going to reign, not design.
I don't understand any of these words.
It's just all mathematical stuff. It's fine.
Bottom line
So
is, if
let's
people are
make-
dying, we should probably be there.
Yes.
There you go.
agreed.
All right, let's go. And as you make your way through the grasses, you gaze upon a startling sight to greet you. The ground is dotted with crystalline structures. When you finally get a little bit closer, you kind of start passing like little crystals that are popping up. Unlike any you've seen, is what I want to say, but, well, trying to think about who would have seen the crystal dragon. And I don't think anyone technically would have based on their timelines.
No.
I think that
Maybe
would have to, because that's where the MacGuffinite came from. So anyone who got
Yeah.
that far,
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
Karis would have.
Karis would.
Karis and Lovette, I think
Okay.
both would have.
And,
And
I
I
guess
think Liana
Soul?
would have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Liana
Soul
would've.
definitely would have. Yeah.
But not Lyeecia and Kurla. Okay. So
Correct.
the structures kind of vaguely remind you of the dragon. Not exactly the same, even, because obviously that's a dragon. But there's something about it. Just kind of reminds you of how foreign it felt looking at such a big, brilliant structure. And they're scattered across the plains. They battle. These Repleti are battling against a group of centaurs who are wielding bows and spears and swords in defense of their homeland. And kind of at the center of the plains, you see a larger crystal warrior overseeing something being set down by a couple others. And everyone make a perception check.
You got it.
I would be happy to.
And just read me those numbers when you're ready.
Yeah, it's going to be a 33.
49.
That is a 34 from Kurla.
Oh boy. That is a 33 for Petravian.
Wow.
21 for Lovette.
Lovette, I'm so sorry.
Troy, I rolled so good too.
I know, you're all level 20, so like, you guys are doing great.
Oh,
I'm
buddy.
so sorry. I'm so
there's a-
sorry.
There's a lot of bugs in my face when I'm flying like this.
So, while you're moving closer, at each step, you can kind of see Petravian's amber crystals on his head and arm sort of start to lay it out, this like slow fade in and out, pulsating light coming from them. A resonance.
Throbbing.
That's bad.
Hey,
How about
Petravian.
pulsing? Can we say it's pulsing, not throbbing?
It's pulsating.
Pulsing's
Strumming.
not that much better.
That's nope. Still not
Most-
better.
Of the
Our
Repleti
strokes
seem
through his crystals.
Petravian, do you need a few minutes alone here, or you want us to come back later in 5-10 minutes?
Power stroke.
Sorry,
Sorry,
that was out of
everybody.
character.
I'm there. I'm
Yeah.
there. I'm there.
Anyways. Oh. You notice a lot of the Repleti. These guys seem a little bit larger in structure than the few you faced earlier. Their armor is bigger. There's more facets to their crystals.
Facets.
You might call the first few that you faced maybe peons, whatever you want to lower level baddies. whatever you want to do. I don't have the word
Okay.
for it. I'm sorry.
Henchman.
Henchman.
Mooks goons.
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 Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Goons.
The first two Goonies.
Hired goons.
Goonies.
The hired goons.
So, a lot of these
Stooges.
people seem
Sorry.
distracted by fighting the centaurs. Not all of them, though. The centaurs are... They're fighting the good fight, but they're definitely not winning right now.
That might make it a bad
they-
fight.
Are they being massacred with like energy weapons, or is it like magic? It's like, well, I mean, with crystals, so it's either it's like are the crystals powered with magic, but it looks kind of like they're being hit with energy from the crystals, or are they just being like?
Let's not get anywhere close to Star Wars over here.
Do they have
You got it.
needlers from the
Totally for
Halo
that,
series?
As cool as that would be.
That-
No.
So are they fighting with purely melee weapons? Is what
There
Skrewy
we go.
meant.
That's a better
Um,
question.
Some of them can shoot pieces of their armor out, but it usually seems more melee based.
Okay.
Or if
like
anything,
Carnage.
some of them just fucking punch, and they punch hard. Karis can attest to such things.
Yes.
Could we get a sense of how they're arrayed? Is it sort of battle line on battle line, or do we have little clusters
It's
of
just
fights
little
here and there? It's all
bits
really
here and
chaotic.
there. It's chaos.
Gotcha.
Chaos.
Thank you.
But there's one larger one that looks like is there. You mentioned that larger one. Does it look like they are giving out commands?
Well, he's mostly just standing there with his arms at his hips.
All right, that qualifies.
We gotta get him.
Yeah, as long as he's
Yeah.
not on the front lines punching things, big guy's target.
Big guy's target.
It appears that
I-
he is observing something taking place, as you do see two more setting something down again.
All right, I think we need to go after the big guy over there.
What about the
Scree,
centaurs?
scree.
Let's go.
I think if we
Lovette's
take
gonna
out-
click her heels together and activate her boots of speed, and her rocket boots go like supersonic.
Okay. What's the plan with that?
No, it's not run. I'm flying.
Yeah, but where?
I'm just getting there.
You're
to
just
the
getting
big
there.
guy.
Okay.
I want to get above him. Like I'm not really worrying about letting the party catch up, but because I'm naturally a lot slower than them, I'm
Mhm.
assuming they'll find a way to. But
Okay.
my goal is to get like 50 feet or so above him, so I'm not in arm's reach, but I'm in shooting range.
So, here's what we're doing. When you get closer and the rest of the party's kind of following through, trying to keep up with you, Lovette, you can see that this person's crystal armor glistens with a profound radiance. Its color is that of like crimsons and magentas kind of mixed together, this more harsher red hues that, of course, with facets kind of change in value. But there are some structures on his armor that are a very interesting goldenrod color. And those parts are also resonating as each step Petravian gets closer.
Oh,
And
Oh.
he is large. Larger than you really thought he was when you first got up to the group. Bigger than Petravian.
oh, goody.
But with
Oh,
the rest
boy.
of the party following suit, I believe, yes?
Yes.
There are people who intervene. Or you're able to make it straight to the larger Repletti.
Okay. Okay.
Just more crystalled armored people that get in your way. And, well, to say the least, they look like they're ready to attack. There's no conversation had. They simply get into a stance. As there was a huge gap in between you and whoever that person was. And there are plenty of the Repletti around fighting centaurs. So, let us roll initiative. Can you do
Yes.
basic D20 for me and Beardy tracker?
Yeah, let me get that ready.
Thank you.
Got it. Gotta make my own roll here as well.
Shall we announce them or just?
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Okay, that is dead show. Good show. That is a 19 from Kurla.
I don't know why that rolls Mobius, but. I mean,
17 for Petravian, baby.
9.
Do we want high or low on this?
You want high.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
What was Grem? What was your adjusted?
15. And then do I roll separately for Archie, or just have him go right after me?
You'll just have him go right after you. 11
Okay.
for Liana.
Okay, so I've got Kurla, Petra, Karis, Lovette, Liana.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong friggin' thing. Mine is 7.
7. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know how I miscounted that.
All good, all good.
Okay.
So, with that, I believe it is Kurla's turn first.
Kurla is going to take a moment to sort of glance over at Petravian. So, crystal guys again?
Crystal guys again.
All right. Can do. Kurla will take a 5-foot step forward to kind of make sure that they're in front of all of the folks who are still on the ground, and if folks are still higher than them, then that's fine. But all this time, they've been sort of moving their hands through the air as if they're maybe conducting an orchestra or weaving something, and this red and black light that was very faint is going to start knitting together, and then it will just flow outwards and spread into this line of pulsing red and black energy as they cast Massacre in the direction of this large crystal dude.
Go for it. Give me that spell. That's a really high DC save.
Good God.
What the freety fuck?
It's a 9th level
Whoops.
death spell.
Sorry.
Holy shit.
Yes, Mop. Pulsing, not throbbing. Damn, Mr.
Why not?
Chancellor.
What the
Why not
fuck?
throbbing?
Wait,
What
what
is
is
this
what is
spell?
Yeah,
I-
what the fuck?
Whoops.
This is this.
Whoops.
Don't whoops me.
So-
I know Beardy made all
So,
of these. Beardy.
I mean, I didn't know we were pulling out big dick spells. Okay, fine.
I mean, no, it's a good call.
No,
We're
it's
in
fine,
a
it's
battle.
fine.
I was sitting
I
here
was
thinking, how are we
I
gonna
was going
kill
back and
everything?
forth on whether or not to roll it or to use something lower to make
No,
sure.
no,
I didn't realize
no.
it was that big a dick spell.
Oh,
Yeah.
You just rip the souls out of people's fucking bodies in a big blast radius. I don't
So
even
the-
know how big it
Indiscriminately.
is.
this is a straight
Indiscriminately.
line spell, right?
Yep.
It's-
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay, so they're not back to back, just so you know.
How do you mean?
Well, it's not like one Repletti, another Repletti right behind. Like, they're kind of spaced out, just so you know.
Oh, so no, it's a straight line spell parallel to, or beg your pardon, perpendicular to
the front
me,
line.
is it not? Or is it going
Oh,
forward from my space?
It's pointing. It's you point it.
Yeah,
Oh.
it says it pulses out from you in a 5-foot wide, 30-foot long wave.
Oh, I interpreted it as going
5
that
foot
way,
wide,
not
it should
that
be
way.
60 feet, it says, and for some reason it's disagreeing with itself. Its own text doesn't agree with its area. So that's kind of odd. I assume they
Don't
mean
worry about
5
that.
feet wide,
Don't worry
60
about
feet
that part.
long. Sorry.
Well, regardless, whether
alright.
it's going that way or that way, they will fling that out, and anyone caught in its path, it, I guess, will affect, and those who are not are very lucky people.
So if they do save, what is the outcome?
I honestly
If
do
their
not
17 hit dice
know.
are lower, they just die.
Well, we don't have that at all. So we don't need to worry
So-
about that part of the spell.
Okay. Yeah.
I just want to know what happens if they save. Does it not work at all, or is it a half?
Oh,
That's all.
they take 10d6 points of damage plus 1 per caster level.
If they save.
Yes, I
And
think.
if they don't,
Just die.
Their souls are ripped from their bodies.
It does seem to be what it happens. It is. This is pretty poorly written. It's confusing.
Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. The 10d6 plus 1 per level is if it doesn't kill anyone, then it like backlashes on the caster.
what?
Oh, fuck, really?
Oh
No,
no.
backlash is the unresisted necromantic energy violently explodes. Oh, in the final square.
Okay.
Okay. Gotcha.
So if it doesn't, it's like a pulse, and if it doesn't hit, then it just
Then it blows up out
blows
there. Yeah.
at the point of final.
Right.
Oh boy.
All right. All right. So right now there are about 5 Repleti in front of you. 2 of them save, 2 of them do not.
How many centaurs?
Uh-oh.
Okay. It's a straight line.
Why?
And it's 60
Why?
feet. Probably 2. Yeah,
Okay.
2
Well,
Santas. I will
Pardon?
roll for them.
Thank you.
1 of them
Four
saved.
things. What is?
Wow.
What
I'm
is?
amazed.
What's
Well,
the
they got
level
a nat
of what's
20.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Good job, Centaur.
Good job.
What was the
It's what your
question?
character would do.
What was the question, Beardy? You were going to ask
I-
something.
I didn't.
Oh,
No,
I
I
had no
did. I was asking what's the fourth save level?
29.
It says in there. It's in
Oh, it
chat.
does. I don't. See,
It's in the box.
Very bottom.
In the backs.
Throbbing.
Doesn't. Huh. Cool.
Scroll down. Anyways.
Yep.
So, you've hit 1 Centaur and 2 Repleti.
Okay. What does it look like?
You tell me.
I mean, I guess it sounds like screaming as transparent versions. I'm going to go with what's written in the spell. Transparent versions of the affected creatures are just sort of ripped out of their bodies and just dispel into shreds and ripped apart threads of red and black as they just vanish. But the sounds of screaming take longer than the shards to dissipate. The screaming just echoes and echoes and echoes and echoes and echoes until finally it subsides and the bodies just flop lifelessly to the ground.
So, refresh my memory. You know Petra, right? As you're,
No.
Yeah, no. Okay.
I
good.
mean,
Okay.
This Kurla's
so,
never met Petravian before today.
Okay. Okay. So Petravian will just look gobsmacked. Just
Okay. Can I not? Oh, can we not do that one again, please?
all right, if you like.
I'd very much appreciate that. We're gonna talk about that later. If you have a request, we'll talk about that later, okay? Right
All
now,
right,
let's take
I
care
got some others to pack a punch
that's
as
gonna
well. Don't worry.
haunt my memories.
Well, it's
Thank you.
Petra's turn, so you gotta go.
Oh, good.
all right. So Petravian, do I have anybody in front of me, or are they just dead?
Well, 2 Repleti are dead. 1 farther
2
off
Repleti.
Centaur's dead.
Yay!
You know the other Centaur who's fighting another Repleti. They're fine.
They're
It's
fine.
For
fine.
now.
Do
But
I
there are
have
3
any...
Repleti near you guys. You're not like in
Okay.
a 5-foot step distance. I'd say like 10, 20 kind of distance. They're spotted. They're not in a line or anything. They're there. you
Okay.
know?
Okay, so I'll take the closest Repleti,
Mhm.
and I'm going to shit, that threw me for a loop. I am going to Can I swarm swap with with that centaur to get right up
I
in
think you can only
melee
do that with
range?
allies.
Okay. True. Fair enough.
Are they not an ally?
That's complicated, I think.
Did
That's
just kill one of
complicated.
them.
That's
Yeah.
true.
We're not. Yeah, that's.
I
a
want to
little
be their
com-
friends, but I guess I can just go back to my world and be the friends of my centaurs.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I
So
mean, you
in
haven't
that
met
case,
these people, so I don't know if we can consider them allies yet. You are helping them, but they don't really know that. They're kind of
Yeah.
busy dying.
yeah. So, then in that case, for now, I am going to cast greater invisibility on myself.
Okay, that sounds good. So,
And
what
then
is,
run
what
up
does
as
you
clo-
casting invisibility look like?
So, the amber arm glows, and bees will he kind of like flicks his arm around and then shoots, like throws a ball to the ground, and the bees just burst from the ground and just all over him and just.
Okay. Petravian, you are invisible. Move action.
Move to the closest repletti.
All right, you get right up on that bitch, and he don't see you, probably. He don't see you.
Oh, it's gonna be a bad day for them. It's gonna be a
Bad day in the
fucking
Red
for
Plains
them.
in general, where the plains
Yes.
are getting a lot redder than they used to be. Am I right, kids?
Oh yes.
You right.
All right, next up is the Repletti, the one not next to Petravian, but one a little farther back. He gets a little bit closer to, well, Kurla did step up, and he can't see Petravian, so coming after you, baby.
Fair enough. Can't say I
So-
blame him.
You see
Do they
his-
pass by me?
No.
Oh.
Just
helping. Just helping. If they pass
in the
by
middle
me.
of my monologue. That was a
No.
soliloquy. So now we're really...
being rude.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm rude. I'll go sit over here for a second.
So this Repletti approaches Kurla, and you see its arm go back. And when it does, at each junction of the moving back of the arm, it's like a blade coming out right above its wrist. Just whoop, and then it goes into stabbity stabby, old bitch.
Totally fair.
So we'll see how that goes. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Was that a nat 20?
How does 45 look?
Against what value? Because I'm not used to actually being useful in combat.
45 to hit.
Your AC, yeah. What is your AC?
45.
Oh.
Does that
Okay.
hit then, or does that
Yes.
block?
Yeah, that
hits.
hits
Yeah,
you.
that's
If they hit the number,
Okay.
it means they hit you.
Okay.
So, here's what happens.
Oh dear.
Taking this large bladed arm, they dig into you. But what you didn't notice is with the other arm, they've already come in and swooped below to stab you again. Your arms have been cut around the bicep. They've stabbed into you. And they attempt
I
to
had it
hit you
coming.
another time, but they miss. They're still very agile in these armor pieces. And now to roll the damage. Okay. So, one of those was a crit, unfortunately.
All right.
And they
sorry.
rolled max damage.
Okay.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
So, let me math for a second. You take 163 damage.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Wow.
I
Gets a
will-
little
Does it
harsh
hurt?
at those higher levels.
That hurts. Curla's looking like that one actually hit pretty hard. Yeah. 163, you said?
Yep.
Okay. I will remove that from my sheet. Yeah, Kurla's not looking great after that, but they're still on their feet, and they're kind of smiling at this creature. All right, I had that comment. I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. This is what happens when Beardy makes things.
They're still on their feet. They're
Oh,
holding
yeah.
their own. They're kind of staggering. God, their arms hurt.
You were the closest to hit, but
No, totally
nonetheless,
fair.
it is Kurla's turn. I mean, no, Karis' turn. Sorry. K-names. Fuck.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So just to understand the battlefield, I've got a frontline Repletti attacking Kurla.
Correct. Which is
I
the
know there's a-
closest to you.
Right. There's a big one that is
Farther
sort of in
away.
the back of this, right?
Yeah.
How many other Repletti targets are there?
There are
currently?
2 more nearby you guys.
Okay.
There are 2 by the general, but you're a little far away for them to
little
even
far away,
care
okay.
about you right now.
In that case, what I'd like to do is just dive bomb toward the one that's attacking Kurla.
Okay.
And while I'm dive bombing, I shift back from a dire bat back into Karis, and I want to land on this thing's either chest or shoulders.
Okay.
But I want to kind of like, as I'm falling, like grab onto the back of its head and sort of stare at it eyes to eyes,
Ooh.
and use my dominate ability.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. Roll.
Cool.
Fun.
So it is a DC 29 will save.
Dude, old school vampires are so good.
So
They're
I'm gonna
so
attempt.
cool.
I want to attempt to dominate this thing, and
You
get it
have
under my
dominated
control.
them.
Yeah.
Um,
All right.
All right. What do you do?
So I look at it dead in the eyes and I say, "Turn around and kill the 2 behind you. Make way for us. Deal with the big one."
Nice.
And then I drop off of it and let it do its thing.
All right. Well, he is under your control and will probably listen to you next turn. Nonetheless,
Sweet.
we are going on to the next Repletti. Sorry, I just noticed an image on something and it surprised me.
Everything all right?
Yeah. Itsy bitsy spider. All right. So, Repletti is up. We have the one next to Petravian. So, they are going to start to move to assist the other one with Kurla. But that also means you get an attack of opportunity.
Very much so.
So, because I don't think you have combat reflexes, if I remember correctly. But I thought I'd ask
no,
nonetheless.
I think I do.
Okay, if you don't,
I
only
think
one
I-
hit.
let me see. No. Wow, I don't have combat reflexes. Interesting.
That's fine.
Huh.
I was
I'm
just asking.
disappointed in myself. All right, and
Okay.
I'm disappointed in myself because I thought I would.
Bruv.
Can I power attack on a
Mm-mm.
what do you call it? No, I didn't think so.
This
Okay.
is just a reaction. What the friggity fuck? All right.
That's a critical. It's 19, but improved critical. Does a 17? A 46 confirm? Yeah, just checking. Just checking.
Yes, it does.
Yay!
You describe to me what you do with your hammer.
Okay, as they are about to step away, I kind of collar them and just ring the bell.
Okay, so you hit their head for this fight.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So with that, you see a chunk of the armor. Now, of course, these are still crystalline structures, so you just see like little pieces of crystal fractal off as you shatter a segment of the armor. But it's still intact. There's nothing, there's no openings like when Karis
No.
attacked the ones you guys first met.
I bet you that got their fucking attention.
It did. So they're going to change some tactics.
Okay.
They cast a spell.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So
Oh, good.
pretty much what you see is their crystal arm like fuses to their headpiece almost. And you kind of for a moment see their hand underneath moving, and they touch their eye and then pull it back. And then they see
Uh-oh.
you.
Oh no. Oops.
Oh, they give themselves
See
true sight.
invisibility,
Shit.
bitch. Fuck you.
Damn.
I was ready.
Damn.
I was ready. I knew I could do it. I
believed
believed
in
myself.
Thank you, Petra. You saved me wasting my turn, so I appreciate that.
You got it, buddy.
I was
Glad I
gonna,
could
I was
help
gonna,
ya.
I was gonna waste my turn apparently. So
Glad I could help you.
I just knew that was Skrewy's go-to spell, and I was like, not today, Satan.
That is not my go-to spell.
well,
my
it's not
go-to
Chains
spell...
of Light.
Exactly.
So what is it? Hit with hammer?
Change the light. Change the light's my go-to.
I thought
I
your
always fall on that.
go-to was Smite Evil.
That's true.
That's true. I mean, that's a given though. He's a paladin. This was the thing.
It's true. Can't blame him.
Okay.
Paladin got a
There he
smite.
goes. Yeah.
you can't blame the zealot for their war crimes. That's just what they have to do.
Exactly. Exactly. He atones for them. Maybe. We'll see.
So, no, they'll hold on to that. So,
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Lyeecia is up next, and you see Lyeecia run up. Of course, that Repletti's turn is done with casting that spell on them. Nonetheless, Lyeecia runs in. They kind of put themselves in the middle of the situation of the rest of the Repletti, and they again kind of clasp their hands and then pull from the sky storm bolts once more, hitting all of the Repletti around them. And we'll see what it does. I forgot that DC was high. Why do I feel like Risen's was so terrible? Why am I rolling well today? Shit. Okay. So all three of them save. They're still hit by these lightning like bolts coming down from the sky, and you kind of see them shift and move, and almost in turn their crystals are almost changing with each hit. But overall, they're fine, I guess. Yay. Lyeecia, your turn.
All right. So first of all, Lyeecia is going to be trying to follow Lyeecia.
That's a terrible
as she's going. What am I walking into currently?
So, Lyeecia pretty much put themselves in the middle of three Repletti in order to hit
Okay.
them all pretty much with their spell. So, we've got one right in front of Kurla, and Kurla's in front of you all, pretty much. We've got one kind of near Kurla, pretty much. Like, they went to Kurla, but they are looking at wherever Petravian is. So, there's another right next to Kurla as well. And then there's one off in Lyeecia's kind of direction. It would be off to her right a little bit.
Okay.
Not really fully junctured with the other two yet.
All right. Which one is currently closest to Lyeecia?
Probably the one off to the right.
All right. In that case, Lyeecia is going to kind of shuttle back a bit into this grass and starts to utilize her bow on her violin as she starts a bardic performance.
Okay.
While doing so, you can hear articulation occurring within the violin, and a sonic bolt will burst through the grass, going towards that Repletti.
Okay. Roll it.
Got it.
Give it to me, baby. Thank you. I was so afraid that no one would say that part. I was like, do I have to do it? Do I have to do
I
it?
muted myself so that the sync wouldn't fuck things, but I did it too.
All right, that's a
Nice.
38.
Okay. It does not hit them.
No.
I'm sorry.
But that's okay. As my
There's 2
bardic
sonic
performance,
damage?
as my bardic performance continues, it will morph into a what is it called? A deadly performance on that
Ooh.
Repletti.
What the
Nice.
fuck
Buddy?
does that mean? Repletti. Yeah, that's what I've been calling
So-
it. I don't know if I'm
So
saying
what
it right.
that means is that this performance, if it works, will cause the enemy to die of joy or sorrow.
Ooh.
What the friggity fuck, you bitches?
Love it.
Bringing out the big guns.
You
So
guys
it-
aren't even
it
fighting
takes,
the big one.
So it takes 1 full round, so it's gonna occur next round.
Okay.
Is when
sounds
he'll
good.
have to make a saving throw. I
Okay,
believe.
and what is the saving DC for that one? Just
That
so-
will be a will save of 29.
Okay. Good to know. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. All right. Next up.
Everybody's got abilities that are just this person dies horribly. End of story.
But they could die of joy.
Yeah, that would be. I was like, they got a 50-50 shot of having the best death ever. Dying
Do we flip a
horribly.
coin to figure out if it's joy or not?
No, it's a sad song.
Oh, that's your choice then.
Aw.
Okay. It's a sad song. All right.
Just
Every
sings
rose
creep.
has its thorn.
So, in contrast to you attacking that Repletti, guess whose turn it is? It's that Repletti! Woo!
Ah!
So,
I don't like it.
taking aim at you, the sword-like structure points out of its hand, but in doing so, it almost rears back like it's pulling a bow, and chunk, the crystal shoots off at you. In a couple of rounds, like three of those shoot off at you, you know? Because I don't know. Oh, never mind that roll. Never mind. They got 2 nat 1s on the first roll.
Oh
Yay.
no!
So,
I live for today.
here's what happens instead. You see him or her, I don't know, they're crystal people. You see them pull back as if they're pulling back at a bow. And when they release, instead you see almost the crystal around their wrist expand and then shrink in a really fast manner, almost imploding. And you can hear the odd scream coming from inside the suit of armor as the front of their hand falls off onto the ground.
Ooh, we're killing them horribly on their fucking turns. Jesus Christ.
You.
What the fuck?
And is this save on their turn or yours?
Sorry.
Next.
I would assume my turn because that will be when a full round has occurred.
Okay, thank you. Just had to check. Didn't want to miss it. All right. They are currently clutching their stump and stand writhing in pain. Hooray! Lovette,
I
it's
thought we
your
said
turn.
This wasn't
Yay.
Star Wars and people losing limbs. I mean, it's
You can
I
lose
just
limbs
wanna
in any genre.
Yeah.
fair enough.
I just want to say that I was like playing on my turn and I was like, ooh, I'll use the oscillating fit. Wait.
Now, Lovette, remember, you
Aw.
are over the largest one. You made your way there. Everyone else did
I didn't.
not.
I didn't know if I got all the way there. I had assumed that
I
hadn't
let
gotten
you get
that
there.
far.
I mean,
Well,
it's your
I mean,
choice
when
if you would have
everyone hits
turned back.
the battle lines, then
Yeah.
I would probably slow down a little bit for them.
Okay, so you are past the group so far, but you are not all the way
Yeah.
to that larger crystal being. Savvy?
As I'm understanding it, so we've got the party and effectively forming a line
Yeah.
against these Repletti, and then they've got multiple ranks, and then behind those is this big guy.
Yes.
So I want to land, or I'm gonna, before I do that, I'm gonna flip a switch on one of my gauntlets, and out of the crack in the sky, and another one of these giant robots gonna come down. Oh yeah, Ophelia, it's time. And my twin Eidolon is going to come down and open up, and Lovette's going to do like a midair, like, what do you think is
Freaking-
the reverse of a injection to the mech?
Oh,
It's technically the correct term.
what a
Insertion?
No.
Insertion. That is
Insertion.
the correct one. That is
Insert
aerial insertion
all
would
the
be
way
term.
in.
She performs a stunning aerial insertion would be the correct term.
Now, does it go in
You're
smoothly,
welcome.
or do you have to sort of go in and out a few times? Or
No.
Is
It
there
works the first
docking
time.
involved?
Look, just like Petra. So, that
All
she
I can
gets
think of
inside
is
her
a Power Rangers
Ophelia,
moment. Oh.
and then she's gonna communicate to Archie, point for him to land. They're gonna both get between those 2 points, between behind the enemy lines and the big guy, and try and basically trap the big group of dudes between us and the
Okay.
rest of the party.
So,
And then on Archie's turn, he's gonna start punching shit.
all right, sounds good.
So
Love it.
go ahead and roll him, do some punching.
Get some punch
Oh,
on that
I keep
haunch.
clicking the wrong thing. I'm sorry.
How could you? I forgive you. You're fine.
Freaking Rock'em Sock'em Robots with a
Whoa, whoa, whoa! That's an episode in season 1. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Archie,
Oh,
my boy,
no.
come on, guy. You gotta be. You can't be doing this, buddy.
Reroll it.
All right, like here's okay.
Poor
I'm pretty
thing.
sure
Not
5
that one.
ends. No,
Yeah, just go
Oh,
ahead
reroll
and
the whole
do.
thing?
Yeah, just see. Just see.
fair enough.
Just see. Just see.
I think I can roll a single attack.
I just
since
need
it was
to
the
know.
first
Yeah,
one.
you can roll a single attack for me. That's fine. I just need to
Okay.
see what the big number is.
I keep clicking the picture. I'm sorry. We switching systems too much.
So he
Oh.
critically misses.
On a 41.
Buddy.
Okay.
Okay. Give me a limb.
He's got plenty. I can give him more, so here you can have it. One of his arms.
All right. So one of the arms, the very first one that goes into punch, pretty much in direct contact with the crystal, almost makes a chime noise, and it reverberates through his metal so much that it takes the finger pieces that he has and crinkles them up, and it's just sort of jammed, and he can't
Oof.
focus enough to get the other hits in.
Hey,
That's Archie's turn.
you can still punch with that.
You can still punch, it's just fucked.
Yeah.
And you get like a minusy thing.
Okay.
A thingy.
You know, the thing.
The thing that makes you less good.
You know, alcohol.
Penalty?
Yes!
Is that what we're talking about?
I'm sorry, I'm gonna kill myself.
dear. Oh, wow.
anyways. All right, we're back up at the top with Kurla. Let's go, bitch.
Am I the only one who's taken damage so far?
Yes.
You took all the damage.
Yes.
You took a fuck ton, yeah. You were highly encouraged to heal yourself if that's what you're going with this.
Well, it's a choice of how I heal, but Karis ordered the one that was directly in front of me to turn around and mind its own business.
Turn around. Yeah, it's not its
to
turn
to
yet.
fight the others. Yeah.
Okay, so that one's no longer a threat. Then Kurla is going to kind of sidestep around and walk quite casually, actually. They're not going to go near the one near Petravian. They'll go the other route because they're not stupid. They're going to quite casually walk towards the big guy. And as they go, they're just going to be weaving their hands, and they will close their eyes for a moment. And as they open them up again, their eyes will just blaze with black and red energy that will just pulse outwards, throbbing as it makes their way down their body as they cast Heal.
Hooray!
And suddenly they, suddenly they don't look quite so bad.
Roll it.
I rolled it.
There
Hooray.
you go.
150. That's like
Thank you.
the majority of what you took anyways.
Yep.
Hooray. Y'all
I
like,
will
that's so
throw
much
that back up
damage, and
there.
I'm over here like, bitch, I know you guys got more than these guys. Fuck off. You're
So
fine.
Kurla's now got a couple of
Sure.
scrapes, but they're mostly
So-
just looking good, really.
What were you going to say,
So-
Grem?
Sorry.
Still a colossal owie. I mean,
I
still
mean, it is a
probably
big
hurts.
owie, but you're all level 20. What do you think I
Yeah.
got to do?
Oh no! Say we were gonna lose the fight. Just oof, owie.
Just brushing off
Mhm,
the arms
mhm.
where the horrible skewers went in.
All right. Next up
Kind of
is
Zip your arm back.
what's up, bitches? You thought you had me. Nah.
Don't call it a comeback.
Right,
Petravian,
next.
it is your turn.
So Petravian doesn't know. I'm guessing they're looking right at him, though.
You can make a spellcraft check.
Sure, we're gonna try. Let's see. Did you spell crafty? 10.
You have no idea what he did. He did something weird to his eyes.
Shit. Well,
Somebody's eyes are watching.
We're still gonna attack him. We're still gonna.
Yeah,
hit him.
you have to get back to him because he did leave your spot because he went to Kurla, remember?
Oh, okay.
You can't full
Is there any-
attack like that.
Is there anybody around me that's close by?
No.
Who's the
You are not
closest?
in 5 foot. The one that did leave your space
Okay.
that you did hit.
Okay. Well, shit.
Oh,
Well, that
no.
depends. How far away is he?
Say about 15 feet.
15?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I do the throne instead of the full attack on the if I stepping up the single.
Sure, you can see if that hits.
Yeah. I'm gonna fudge. So much better when I'm right there hitting him without throwing the shit. We're gonna full attack. No. Well, I'm gonna full attack him.
Okay.
And see if he'll come back to
Throw
me
it, baby.
with a throne.
Let's go.
And I think I have the feature of, what do you call it? The what's that called? The point blank. Yes, I can point blank that shit.
Do you have precise shot?
Power attack. No, I only have point blank shot.
Well, technically, Kurla has stepped out of the danger zone. So I think you should be fine.
So I don't need to do point blank shot.
You still want to do point blank. That just gives you a bonus,
Okay.
baby. Precise is
Okay.
if you take a penalty to throwing into combat.
Okay, and since he already can see me, I get no bonuses.
No.
Great.
Danger
Meh.
zone.
Way to go. It's okay. Full attack, baby. Oh, wow. It's a shit show tonight here, folks.
Reroll that.
Ooh.
All right.
And,
Cambad.
and please tell me those numbers for the audience.
You
though.
got it. That's a 27, 35, 16. Unfortunately, that's a nat 1. And a 26.
Let's see if that's a confirmation.
You got it. And so it would be
I
that
should have
third
known.
one.
That is a confirmed hit.
Damn.
All right, let's see how bad this will be. All right. When you throw on your third toss,
Mhm.
it of course comes back to you each time when you're tossing. When
Mhm.
you go to catch it, the hammer just kind of goes, poof, and it lands about 10 feet behind you,
I'm gonna have to call it and
just
then
clattering
not be
to
able
the
to
ground.
Damn. Have to call it and not be able to do a full attack on the next round. Shit. Okay. Full attack, and that would be my.
I mean, you can move. You can move up to the hammer at least. You didn't move from where you were, so there's that.
But I used my full. But I did a full attack.
Oh, you're right. Well, that's unfortunate.
I can do a swift. A swift. Do I have any swift spells?
I don't know.
No, I mean, I do, but nothing that I would be of any particular use.
You could switch places with someone.
You could.
That is a great idea. I am going to swarm swap.
With?
Who swapped
With-
with Archie?
No, I'm sorry.
You
No,
wanna
that
closer
that
to
is
Benny?
death. That's death for me, for Petravian.
Is
I
it?
think-
How
You're not
strong
going
the
after the big
Petravian
guy?
There's something called tactics. I think that would be a bad idea to go after the big guy all by yourself.
No, but you're not by yourself. You will have an Archie-sized
Okay.
Lovette by you. I mean, you don't have to. I just thought it made sense. I'm I'm honestly
makes- no,
astonished.
it makes
this is
sense,
such a
but
turn
also-
of events that you feel like Petra cannot handle the fight that Archie is in.
Well,
That's-
more so,
this
I'm
is like a
worried that
first.
Brain, why aren't you working?
Lucia?
Lyeecia is gonna get smashed.
Okay, well, that's
Uh,
fair.
So that's
That's a good
my concern.
Almost smash.
I mean, I'm doing fine so far.
I mean,
Yeah,
she is a bard.
Yeah,
She's
she's
going to get
been
smashed
okay.
after battle. That's just how they roll.
that's not how
Yeah.
Bard fucking shit. Ow!
I mean, we haven't broken that precedent.
You know, okay. How far away is Archie?
So Archie's near the general, right?
Yeah. How far with? Because I can go.
I'm just
60
confirming with
feet
Grem.
with swarms.
Well,
Is that who he
how
hit?
do? No, it wasn't who was attacking. No, he was trying to attack the others. We're trying to encircle the others and get rid of and try to clear a path for everybody
Okay,
else.
so
before
the
we go to
general's
big guy.
far farther away than where
That's what I
Archie
assumed,
is.
yeah.
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 So nowhere close to that
okay.
guy.
Gotcha.
He's
And I
just
mean, if you
minding
had a
his
plan, I
own
didn't need to figure out.
business. He's just doing his thing.
Gotcha.
He hasn't
Okay.
even looked at you all.
Then, no, I'm
This
still.
is-
Then in that case, I'm gonna swarm swap with Lyeecia.
Okay, Lyeecia, you are farther away from the battle. Since you are originally the swarm manga expert, tell me what that feels like for Lyeecia as she gets turned into bees and changes places with Petravian.
Oh boy!
I was wondering exactly the same thing about
How
how she
does
likes
So-
being
that
bees.
feel, you think?
Oh,
Petra
yes.
notices that they are. They
Oh,
don't
you
look
were
as
not called
combat
ugly.
hardened as Vera was. So he kind of wants to get them away from getting hit. So Petra concentrates on his amber arm, and from his hand it starts just disintegrating into bees, and then at the exact same time, Lyeecia, from your fingertips, they just start to feel like they start getting numb, like pins and needles, and then it just grows and grows, and fingers, just everything just starts dropping, like you know how they scoop up bees and then they just kind of trickle bees, just your hand just starts falling into bees, and your whole form as pins and needles all the way up and all the way down, bees, and you feel yourself just disperse, but you see it as it's going, and it's as quickly as it's happening, you get a new vision, new view of the battle, and you recoalesce, and you're not facing the bad guy you're not facing your opponent anymore. You're by yourself.
So, wasn't there a person right next to me, or right next to Petravian?
No, they
No.
were over with.
He moved to where Kurla was. Kurla has already stepped back, so there's just two bloody right next to each other.
Am I still in range of the one?
Not the one you were originally fighting.
God fucking damn it. Ah.
Go on, explain.
I was in the middle of a deadly performance that may have killed that one in the next turn.
Oh, see,
my
Petravian
next
would
turn.
not have understood that. Petravian would not
What?
have known that.
I guess with Lyeecia getting over to this area and all of that, she starts screaming.
It's jarring and sobering to see Vera respond appropriately to that.
The way I'm hearing it in my head is sort of like this beautiful operatic screaming going up and down the scales.
So,
Because musician.
yeah. It's
Or not.
something. So, pretty much, it goes to the Repletti's turn that Karis has dominated. Now, you have ordered it to fight the others, right?
That is correct.
All right. This one with the sword. sword.
The sword.
The sword.
Go with sword and cane and fight.
Unexpectedly to the one right next to it. Moves. And it looks as though it's going after Karis. And then swings into its comrade. And we'll see what Crystal do to Crystal.
Crystal shatter.
All right, it only gets one hit in because it double nat fucking one again. I don't know what I'm doing. It's like
Hey, I
either
mean,
I'm
if it-
rolling really well or really shit. There is
I mean, if
only
it crit
one
fumbles
option.
and kills itself, no great loss.
All right. So, in doing so, it takes a stab into the crystal armor. It's almost as if the comrades that they're stabbing into accepts this, like it moves out of the way and stabs into the person inside. And you hear almost this disgruntled, morphed, like pained groan from the person getting stabbed. And while they're in there, when he tries to yank it out to stab again, he gets stuck. And so currently there is just a fist sword stuck in this other man. It's a little awkward, but it is what it is. And that moves on to Karis's turn. Karis? Beardy? You're
Oh, you're
muted.
muted.
I'm so sorry. What was that?
It's your turn.
Oh, excellent. Okay. In that case, it turned and attacked the one nearest it, right?
Yes.
Okay. So is it like then? Would I be within 5-foot step range of it as well?
I think you're right next to it anyways because of what you did.
Perfect. Okay. Excellent. In that case, I will click my boots together and do two things at the same time. One, activate the haste effect on it, so haste myself from that.
Okay.
And then I'd also like to use a swift action to use the teleport function on it to appear in the flanking position with the other Repletti.
Okay. Sounds good.
And then I'd like to full attack.
Go ahead. And that
Love
counts as
that.
sneak attack, right?
Correct. Yes. So
Okay.
let me activate my sneak damage. And a full attack.
A sneaky snoo.
It is a sneaky snoo. You're right. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. I'm going to set this to public so everybody else can see all the die. Here we go, everybody.
do.
Hooray.
Okay. So much. Okay.
It's so much.
Just go down the line.
I don't see them.
okay.
Go ahead. Go.
48, 38, 36. Critical threat 53, confirming 37.
Not confirmed.
Critical threat 49, confirming 39.
Not confirmed.
26, 21, 31, 30, 29, 38.
All right. 1, 2, 3 of your attacks hit.
Okay. So that is a main hand and an offhand. So that will also proc the rend, which means I do an additional. So we're going to start with the rend damage because it's easy to
Okay.
calculate. That's 19 from that.
Okay.
After that, first hit is going to be 44 piercing with 2 cold.
Mm-hmm.
Second hit is 41 piercing with 3 cold.
Okay.
And the last one is 47 piercing with 6 cold.
So it does not appear like they're affected by the cold, just so you know.
Okay, good to know. All right.
I think you can tell that just because you're a well-trained caster, or at least were once upon a time.
Okay, understandable. Thank you.
All right. Yeah,
So
you've made these strikes,
splendid.
and it's thinned the crystal from behind, at least.
Mhm.
But no openings or cracks like the last time you fought these guys.
Understood.
That crystal is dense. All
Big
right.
thick boys.
They thick
Mhm.
boys. You are so right. Next up, we have the Repletti that's getting fucking stabbed into. He's like, oh, come on, guys. So. What to do? He is stuck, technically. Okay. So, what he's going to do is he is going to turn his attention to Karis. He can only kind of side move, so he can't get a full attack in. But he holds his hand out and grabs Karis's wrist. And though cold probably to most people's touches, he cannot feel it through the crystal armor. And in doing so, he attempts to... Well, what he's trying to do is shatter Karis's arms. I don't think this will happen, however. Karis, what you feel, as it's a little hard to tell from the outside, you feel the crystals pretty much becoming thorn-like structures that are going through your arm.
Okay.
Ow.
Like,
Yeah.
hand on there, and then underneath, if we x-ray it, like CSI or something, you see
Sure.
the bone getting pierced in two.
Like it. Yes.
Like an Iron Maiden for your wrist.
Delicious. Okay.
All right. So, there's only one attack.
Mhm.
Okay. So that does 38 damage.
Okay. What was the attack? Just out of curiosity.
A flavored punch?
No. I mean like the roll, like the hit.
Oh, to hit.
Just
Sorry.
yeah, just to make sure it hit my
that was
AC.
a
'cause I had-
48.
Yeah, that'll hit. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Sorry,
just
I
wanted to make
assumed
sure.
once I got past that number, like, probably.
Yeah,
you're
you
right.
figure
That's on
48 is
me.
probably
I
a
will say
hit.
it next
No,
time. I'm
you're
so
you're fine. I
sorry.
just know this character has an absurd AC, so I
I
just wanted to
do
make
know
sure.
that as well.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. But
Okay,
it's
yeah.
okay to ask next time, okay?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
So damage taken. All right.
That's his turn.
Sorry. Was that silver?
No.
Would that attack be considered silver? Okay.
I don't think so. Again,
Right. Noted.
adamantine at most, maybe, but I don't know if
Perfect.
that affects you.
Thank you.
All right. Next up is Lyeecia. Okay. So what's going to happen is Lyeecia looks around. I just have to check one thing. It's hard when I'm doing a caster on the side, too. I apologize. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk about how you're
Yeah.
dying. It's fun.
It is hard to do a caster on the side.
I enjoyed nearly dying. I recommend it. It's quite enlivening.
It's, I mean, being dead twice. It's it's a lot. It's a lot to happen all at once.
Underrated, honestly.
Uh-huh. There's no white light. It's just bees.
There's a nice gardener, though.
Yeah, right? We get the
What
flowers
do you
at
mean
least.
just bees? What kind of bridge
So-
are you?
What's going to happen is taking a step back and kind of aiming towards the two that are fighting next to Karis. Lyeecia kind of moves their hand in a circular motion, and while they're moving it, almost this rainbowish effect kind of appears into a sphere, and they just flick it towards those two and casts prismatic spray at them.
Ooh.
Oh god, whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, it's not gonna do much, but we will deal with it. All right, so they have to make some saves, which one of them passes. And you see this sphere, as it moves towards them, splatters, and you start to hear like a sizzle noise on the ground as the earth kind of caves in a little to acid around these two people. And that is Lyeecia's turn. They look over at Petravian, who's now closer to them, and they just look really confused. What are you doing?
What? Making sure that
Okay, no offense, but you don't know music, and you fucked it up
Just hear screaming.
with your stupid bees.
How dare you?
Oh, you think
They
I
are not
care?
stupid.
She's
They
dead.
are not stupid. She's
She's
not
not
dead. She is
stupid.
encased in amber.
Who?
Farah.
And that'll go on to Lyeecia's turn.
So,
What are these wasps? Are those mosquitoes? Are those mosquitoes?
those are the yellowest mosquitoes I've ever seen.
Yeah, exactly. Just gotta have the least knowledge of bees imaginable. Knows everything except bees.
Everything is a bee.
What are these bugs doing on me?
Oh!
So first of all, what do I see? Like, what is the closest?
Okay, the closest Repletti
I
next
see.
to you. You see one has its sword arm stabbed into the other one's stuck and holding onto Karis's arm. Well, technically they let go, but they were holding onto Karis's arm for a second there, stabbing into it. Owie, owie.
Ouch.
And currently they're just sort of flailing between each other, trying to stop whatever that dance is.
It's
The
smart.
forbidden dance.
Sometimes feels less like a battle and more like the world's most brutal cat fight.
Dancing the unknown. dance.
Wow.
No, it is not the unknown dance, but it is the forbidden one.
Mm-hmm.
Just the
So,
forbidden stuff.
those two are closest to you currently. Karis is
Okay.
right behind one of the others. On the other side of the one that's stabbing into the one in the middle.
All right. So as Lyeecia can see, there's no way for her to get to Lyeecia. Correct?
No,
No
because
direct-
Lyeecia moved back even more when they did that
Okay.
last move.
So through these tears and just like shaking as she watched her arms fall apart, she's going to continue, but as she's like kind of partially muffled, like still screaming, trying to get it together, she'll invoke a resonating word into the Repletti that is attacking Karis.
Okay. Sounds good. And that's not a cone or anything, that's just like a one-person thing?
Yep, one creature.
Groovy. All right.
And it's going to affect it for 3 rounds.
Ooh.
Nice.
Let's go.
There we go.
Okay, fortitude save?
Yes.
He
Fortitude
passes.
save. Okay.
So what happens if he passes?
It's a partial.
Partial. Okay.
So he's not hit by the stunning effect.
So he's still going to be moving.
The question is he still damaged by it?
He's deeply damaged by what this is, and it's affecting him personally.
Okay, it halves the damage. So
Halves the
for
damage,
the first
okay.
round, it's going to be 5d6.
Roll it, baby.
You dusty.
That's 14, so that's going to be 7
7
damage.
He's still pretty fine. Oh, wait, is the Sonic, I should ask.
This is Sonic.
So I believe that doubles it anyways. So, all good.
14.
14.
And on top of that, still shakily performing her performance, she's
Mhm.
going to continue a deadly performance, but this time directing it at the one that is attacking Karis.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Deadly performance.
Right, and that'll be Lyeecia's turn
And does that one have a saving throw? That was a 29 saving throw, right? I should just
for
check.
the deadly.
Yeah, the deadly.
That won't affect until next round.
Okay, gotcha. All right, sounds good. Next up is the last Repletti, the one that's holding on to its arm stump. So, with the closest person being Petravian.
They can't
Uh,
see me though.
Oh, you're right. You're still invisible. Okay. So it has no idea that you replaced Lyeecia. Congratulations. All right. Turning towards the rest of the party, trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Well, let's see. Lyeecia is not close enough. Closest person would be Kurla. Okay. Sorry. Seeing Kurla being the closest person, they aim with their arm, and a good chunk noise comes out of their other arm because they are missing their other hand, and that's a bit ouchy. But you know what Crystal be, what Crystal do. And we'll see if Crystal can hurt you. Nope. Nope. Yep. Okay.
Oh.
So, for the very last one, you said 45 hits. It's a 46.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. All right. So, you kind of see, like, these crystal, like, almost arrowhead-shaped pieces come near, and you hear the kind of go past your face. Your hair kind of flutters at each shot. It's very majestic. And then one hits you, like, right there near your collarbone. Okay.
That hurt. Thank you.
All right, that one is 43 damage.
43 damage.
Directly in collarbone. Very owie. You should get checked earlier. Or later. I'm not really good with when time is anymore. It's everywhere. All right.
Oop.
And that is the Repletti's turn. Lovette, your turn.
I got a couple questions.
Okay, go for it.
And I realize some of these abilities that they've got are being played somewhat fast and loose, so whatever vibes right with you.
Okay.
So this version of Archie is actually immune to ability damage or ability drain. Would that mean that he is actually okay, that he can reform his hand or something?
I don't know, because I don't know what that is.
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
Well, like, so if this ability were to make his strength lower, for example, if it was like, oh, he takes 2 points of strength damage, he's
Okay.
immune to that.
Okay. Well, I was just gonna say that the arm is damaged in general.
Right, so if it's just like a minus to hit,
Yeah.
then and it's not that, then I've got other follow-up questions.
Okay. I'd like to hear the
could-
follow-up questions.
Could I fix it using Rejuvenate Eidolon? Or,
Yes.
yeah, that one. Okay, then I will do that. Where is it? Or I was thinking Restore Eidolon. No, that's
Aerial insert Isla. No.
Oh, Restore is actually what I meant. But yeah. think
I know
we're on
what
the
you mean.
same
Go
page.
ahead. You can use that.
Yes. So my he's got his little crumpled up hand,
Yeah.
and Ophelia looks over at Lovette
You're fine, buddy. You okay? Yeah.
and reaches the other big hand reaches out, and these little tiny repair bots come out and start pulling the things back into place.
Okay. All right. And with that, Archie's hand is able to function again. The fingers uncurl. He kind of moves his hand a little as you would, like, after stressing yours. And just goes, I don't actually have the voice filter.
Excellent work, though.
Wow.
It's almost like Archie's right in the room with us right now.
You're welcome, buddy. Yeah, okay, it feels better, but we gotta focus.
All right. So then that makes it Archie's turn, I believe, unless you
Yeah,
want to
he
move
won't-
somewhere else. Well, I think you
No, I'll
moved
stay
to
next
him
to him.
anyways, so you're fine.
Yeah, exactly. He gonna get punching. He gonna punch the shit out of that thing that he did not do so
Nice.
great with last time.
Okay.
Don't feel
Oh.
bad again. Okay, I'll take it. No one at once. So that was a 47, 38, 35, and 45.
So the first one and the last one hit. So 24 and 25. It does not get affected. Sorry. 21 and 25. It does not get affected by the electricity.
Okay. He just he gets his hand back, and then he just reaches out with all arms and does like a clap.
Kind of in that clap, you see the imagery I want to depict is sort of like symbols clasping together when there's water in between them. This kind of spray of sparkling glitter diamond dust kind of goes into the air when he does that. And you can see the Repletti in front of you is pretty disoriented from that nonetheless. I'm actually going to roll for that because that was fun. He's okay, though.
Sí, buddy, they make glitter when you hit them. Keep going.
All right, back to top of the order. Kurla. Or top of the morning to ya.
How far away is the one that just threw darts at me and made me look majestic and then hurt my collarbone?
20 feet.
Okay, Kurla will turn to it. Just kind of cock their head to the side and smile. And then they'll reach out their hand, as they did earlier in the last battle prior to this. And energy, again red and black, will just start swirling around their arm, coalesce into a spherical form, and then they'll just lazily point, and this energy will shoot forth towards this crystal figure as they cast destruction.
Nice.
All right, fucking roll it. Let's go. Let's see what
Get
that
it.
save is. DC 27. They do not save.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's exactly 200 points of damage.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Is there anything special besides... Fuck, how much damage there is? Sorry, I didn't mean to yell.
Well, if it slays the target, there's some more effect.
Okay. Let's see. They lost their hand. That's imploded. They didn't get damage there. No, they do not die from this hit.
Darn.
However,
Are they looking kind of messed up?
you have thinned their armor out quite a bit.
Excellent.
So, I'd say a good couple 1-2 punches from Archie over here would probably be pretty good right now. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Archie, give him no 1, 2,
Give
3,
him good
4,
old
5,
1,
6.
2.
How many of those you got, buddy?
27. I don't know. All right. And is that your turn?
Kurla will kind of look towards Archie in that case, and actually they'll kind of look around to all the others. Is Archie the closest to this other one?
No, to this other one is technically Petravian, but you can't see him, so kinda yeah. Archie, yeah.
All right, then
You,
yeah,
you,
Kurla
you
will go
don't
to
know where
Archie.
Petravian is, unless any of you have like invisibility sight naturally that I don't know about.
Only does Karis? No.
I don't
guess they
know.
wouldn't. Would they?
Would Karis?
Actually.
I don't believe so.
Okay,
I've
I was
got
just
dark
asking.
vision, and that's about it.
Girl, I don't
Okay.
know. Y'all are spect real fucking high.
Yeah.
Respect deep. You're right, but no, I've got only dark vision.
All right.
Well,
So-
Kurla will look up at Archie and be like, "Hey, big guy, a little help here if you don't mind."
That one.
Thank
Kill
you.
it. Heal it. All right, Petra, your turn.
How close is that one without the hand? They right up
Well-
on. I'm right up on.
You're like, I think I said you were 10 feet last time.
Well, the one that I swarm swapped with.
Yeah, and then you used
Yeah,
your
was that- it
hammer
was
to
10 feet?
attack them. I'm pretty sure. Was that before? In
That
either
was
case,
before.
she was not right next to them.
Okay, they were not right next to them.
She-
Okay.
She has
Um,
a ranged attack that she used, so she
I get it.
didn't.
I get it.
She
I get
wasn't
it.
that close.
That's fine.
So you
Yeah, I
have-
thinned
Uh,
out their armor, so if you could give me a hand killing them, that would be great.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we can do here.
Yeah, are you gonna
Then-
run up to them?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
We're gonna run up and give the only one. Well, no, we're gonna do a full attack thrown because I can get a full attack and not and only get one shot with the what do you call
Okay.
it?
That's your decision.
Oh, you're killing me here. Fine, no, we're gonna run up and get them because fuck them. Because then if they run, if I miss and they walk away, I get another shot. And we'll power attack that shit.
Okay. So
Single
single
attack.
attack, power attack. Let's go.
Eh,
It does not
30.
hit.
But now I'm in range if they walk away.
He does hear the right next to him though.
Hmm. Oh wait. Does I didn't do?
Damn it.
Would the being invisible have helped?
I mean, your hit's a hit, I believe. Beardy, feel
Yeah,
free
I
to
think
correct me.
being
I don't think
invisible's
that
gonna make
gives
you
you like
better at
any
hitting.
But that doesn't give a
bonuses
bonus,
to
does it?
your hitting.
Just to the
So-
AC. Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's going to give you a concealment if someone tries to attack
Yeah.
you, but if you're attacking someone else, if they can't perceive you, they don't get their dex bonus to their AC, but if they can perceive you, then there's no bonus.
Oh. So
Got it.
effective bonus,
All
yeah.
right.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Yes.
that is your turn. All
Yeet.
right. The Repleti that is currently in someone else's body and controlled by Karis. What do you want him to do?
So currently we're still flanking a Repleti,
Yes.
right? Between us?
Yes.
Right? Cool. Then I want it to full attack this thing. Just
All right.
just rip it apart.
He
Best
will
it- best it
try.
can.
He does have a problem because he is currently in the other person with his sword. Because he rolled a nat 1 last time,
Mm,
and that
okay.
was kind of his
So can he can they like dislodge that and make an attack?
He's gonna
or what do
try
they
with
have to
the
do?
attack, but we'll see.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, just do their best. That's all I care.
Just do your best.
Do your best. As long as you're providing me flanking bonuses, that's all I need you to do, buddy.
All right. He is able to
What?
put in 1 hit by dislodging his sword. So pretty much in the act of pulling it out,
Yeah. Kind of rattled it around and did
Kinda-
some damage.
yeah.
Rattling bones.
Takes about 38 damage then. And
Excellent. All right.
that one's looking a little rougher. You know, all of
Good.
them kind of have like rough edges pretty much at this point. There's now
It takes
kind
the
of
crystals.
the one that just had it outshanked because of the removal of the sword, though. It is fusing back together. There's something about their armor that accepts one another, but
Mhm.
doesn't remain open. If you
Oh, that's
understand what
fun.
I'm saying.
I like that. Yeah. So like they could touch each other if they needed to. Like their
Yeah.
hands, like they. Yeah, that's fun. I like that. Nice.
Thank
It's a
you.
neat quality.
That's what we
Yeah.
call hug armor.
Yeah.
It's an suit of armor where you can give your friends a nice hug, and it also
you- big
sometimes
ol'
crushes
hug.
your arm.
You can still hold
Mhm.
hands. It's beautiful.
Mhm.
All right.
Mhm,
Yeah. Anything else from that one, or?
You might need them to hold your hand if you lose it.
I think that's all he can do because like the other rolls weren't high enough for him to yank his sword out very well. So
That's fine.
that's all that guy can do. But the other one is I think because you're so close, although he's a little turned away, you can kind of see like this blue splotch like
Mhm.
near his face crystal. Like it looks like an inclusion in like a diamond or something. But I think you can infer other information from that probably. All right. Karis, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, in that case, I will, as a swift action, study my target.
Okay.
And that's a Slayer
Nice.
ability, which is going to give me a bonus to the attack by a fair amount. So here we go.
Here we
Second. Sorry, I was on the wrong page. Here we go. So still hasted, and okay, this should be correct. Here we go. Oh, I forgot to add the bonus damage. I'm sorry.
Oh my
do you
god.
want to
think you're
reroll
okay.
it?
Fucking dice.
No, I'll keep it. I'll keep this one. I think. This will be
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, I think you did pretty good to be
You
honest.
I did
think?
pretty good. Yeah, I'll take
For the
this roll.
audience, what are those numbers?
Yeah, give them.
Sure. So that's a 52
Yeah, that
for
hits.
47 damage. 44
Does not
for 45 damage. Oh, 44. Okay, so 45 is the goal.
Mhm.
Okay. 45 for 48 damage. I'm not counting the cold because they're immune.
hit. Thank you.
Critical threat,
Gotta write yours
55, confirming 41, so just a normal hit for
Mhm.
39 piercing.
Okay.
Critical threat, 49, confirming 49. That'll crit for 101 damage
Yes.
total. 36 to miss, 29 to miss, 48 hitting for 43. 38
Here.
to miss, 31 to miss, and then 58 confirming 53 for another critical hit.
Yes.
That one for 101 as well.
Could you put some spice
also-
on those dice?
I'm not son. I also get the rend for an additional 22 damage.
Good lord.
I think you got him.
And that also doesn't
That
count the
might-
bonus damage I got for studied target, which would have been 5 additional per hit. So
Stop it!
he's already
He's
dead.
already dead.
Okay, so basically, Karis just has her twin rapiers, and she gets in range. She kind of scans this thing's target, or she scans this thing for a moment, figuring out exactly where to target, where all the weak points are in the joints and things, and then she moves in blindingly fast and is just shooting rapier blow after rapier blow, like ticking out all the little joints and weak spots, exposing as much of this creature to the air as she can, just cutting every thin place she can find. And by the end, she has opened up all of these spots along its joints and back, and the whole thing looks like it's burning inside its own suit from all the oxygen getting in there. It burns away like paper through these little slots out of it, and then the whole thing kind of curls in, and this mostly empty husk of armor is just going to kind of lob forward on the ground with a dull thud.
Outstanding.
He's
you.
dead, Jim. All right.
Thank you. That's
The
It was a
non
colossal owie.
the non-controlled
Also-
Repletti is dead.
Also, technically, every attack also had 1d6 sonic damage applied to it.
Oh,
'cause
I
your next,
Oh, I forgot about
Not
that.
only is the
Okay.
person who is inside the armor burnt into nothing, the armor also shatters completely.
Lovely.
So,
Nice. All right.
congratulations,
Well,
y'all fucked his shit up.
So, okay, so I have a
bad day.
no. I think I'm out of actions entirely. So that is my turn. All right, I'm done.
I
You
sure
think?
fucking hope you're out of actions.
I will add a little bit of HP to myself for my fast healing, but that's my turn.
Okay.
I think the rest of us can just sort of sit back and
Yeah,
chill
just
and
like
let Beardy
Karis
take the rest.
fight. Fuck it.
Sorry. I'm sorry, everybody.
Karis,
No,
go get the
not
big
at
guy.
all. Not at all.
I'm sorry.
It
I
was
feel
hot.
better about that spell I threw out at the beginning.
All right, the second
You're good.
Repletti is up, and he's dead. So, it is Soul's turn. Liana's turn. So, with seeing that, you just see their hands slowly drop as they were about to cast a spell, and they just look at Karis. I taught you that?
Well, I mean, yeah, I've kind of maybe learned a few more techniques since then, but yeah, I mean, you kind of trained me originally. Thanks.
You're welcome.
You hear just from nowhere, Petrie go, "That was awesome."
Aw, thanks.
Thank you for that, Skrewy. That's super swell. All right. With that, let me see how close they are. That's not close enough.
Does the big guy take notice of that yet?
Honestly, he still hasn't turned around.
Oh,
Give
God,
me a
senpai,
perception
why don't
check,
you notice me?
please. You all can do the perception check if you'd like. Go ahead.
You said the name of the show.
Legends of Aedron?
Darn it. That's a 31 from Kurla.
25 from Petra.
Mm.
It's
I
going
don't
to be
know
a
if I should even
40
bother
from
rolling.
Lyeecia.
A paltry 46 from Karis.
I rolled really good. I got a 25.
All right, Kurla, Karis, and Lyeecia. What you do see, although
Holy roll.
I'm sorry,
I got a 19. It wasn't good enough.
you're a level 20. I have to accommodate for these things.
A +6 to perception.
Mm.
I don't, what's nothing's wrong with me.
It is a sad bonus, but you know.
I mean, I got a plus 14, and I still only got 25. So.
Anyways, you also like rolled just an 11. I don't know. Anyways, So,
fine.
the three of you see, although the general or the largest crystal man doesn't seem to move at all and seems to be very intent on this structure that's being set down, the two that are setting it down, you see ever so often the crystal head move to look at your guys' direction. You're at least making his assistants nervous. And that's what you get from that.
Mhm.
And in turn, Lyeecia is actually going to run farther from the party and aim at the general with a finger.
Spirit.
The largest guy. And they're going to cast Finger of Death.
God damn. Okay.
So we will see if it works. It
I would
does.
say yes. It does?
No.
Aww.
So it
So we
takes.
got his attention then.
Yep.
All right.
Ooh. 13 damage.
Did it.
I did it.
You pot shot at him.
Oh. Plus 20. So 33. That's a little better than 23
It's
or
better.
13. Anyways,
Honestly, though, yeah.
Points is
you
points.
you see it hit into this thing's armor, and when it finishes, you don't even see a spot really. But his head does move, like not completely, not even his whole body, just slightly a turn, as if looking from the side of his eyes. And that's Lyeecia's turn. Lyeecia!
All right. So is there another one of these things attacking Karis or no?
No, technically the one next to Karis is dominated by her.
Okay.
There
It's my
is
friend.
one that Invisible Petravian is fighting that you were once upon a time fighting before he switched places with you.
So Lyeecia is going to make a mad dash towards where. Can I see where Lyeecia is?
Oh yeah, they're kind of in the middle between like the line of your group and where the large Repletti is setting up shop, whatever he's doing.
Okay. So yeah, I'd like to make my way over to that direction.
Sure.
As close as I can get, maybe within.
Yeah, you'll
single
probably get
movement.
like maybe 10 feet away from Lyeecia because they were moving back through their turns towards that.
Right. Is there anyone within range that I can see from here?
The big one.
The big one. How far away is he?
He's about 45 feet from you.
45. Oh shit.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, what I'm going to do. So, as Lyeecia is running, she starts playing a different tune. Rather than this like saddening dirge, she's going to switch into Inspire Heroics on herself.
Okay.
And that's going to give her +4 to AC and +4 to saving throws. And once again, she's going to kind of place her hand underneath her violin, and you hear this reticulating noise. And I'd like to fire a sonic bolt at this large Repletti.
Please do. Let's go.
Alrighty. Sorry, I just had to put it in. There we go. That's going to be a single attack since I had to run here.
Yeah.
Oof.
Ugh.
2. Not
You
good.
have a great bonus, so you definitely had a chance of hitting him, but that was just
Mhm.
too low. I'm sorry.
Yep. It's B.
He does hear it, though. And he's still watching the two of you, Lyeecia and Lyeecia now. You're obviously disrupting whatever he's doing, but he doesn't even seem to, like, really be turning. He's mostly just... I'd say the position of his head almost looks more curious, if anything. Since you're a little closer now.
Mhm.
All right. With that, the third Repletti's turn... I'm so sorry. Did you have anything else?
Nope, that'll be it.
Okay, great.
I already did movement, so.
You're right. The third Repletti is up, the one that Petravian has gone after. Now, here is what we are going to do. It has heard Petravian not only swing, but also scream into the air. So, it does have a bit of more of a bonus on hitting you.
Yes.
Okay.
The main thing that invisibility would do is a coin flip to see if he gets hit or not,
Mm-hmm.
in addition to the regular attack. Yeah.
Yes.
Worth it to support the interdimensional significant other.
What?
Worth the risk of being noticed to support Karis. To give them the vote. What?
Nothing. I'm just listening to your thought process.
He was giving us support for his
His what?
neighboring dimension.
his what?
Significant other?
I was personally hoping for the word alter schnookums.
I was hoping for
Alter
Schnookums as
Schnookums,
well, but
okay.
that's fine.
I like that. Schnookums.
This really isn't your Petra, is it?
No, not at all. My Petra didn't look like just all
Like
you
a
know.
grass man.
Yeah, like a weird grass man with like crystals.
All right.
Homeless grass man.
They do hit you once.
Okay.
That is okay. That is 55 damage.
Okay.
Okay. So I keep forgetting they have a stump arm. I don't know how I know this by looking at my own. Anyways, he takes the other hand that he was throwing sort of like arrowhead-like darts from, and instead it changes to a blade. Looks like they're versatile. And they stab into your area, and as much as you're stepping back and like, oh, I've got this, I'm invisible, it does indent into your armor, and you can feel your sternum bruise at the impact.
Oof.
All right. That takes us to Lovette.
So to be clear in how the scene has changed a little bit, the
Okay.
one that was in front of Archie is the one that Karis just mulched, right?
Yeah, it's dead.
Okay, we're gonna go after
It's
Thanos
super
then.
dead.
This big fucker over here.
Okay.
Both Archie and I are gonna just race over to him and hit him.
Okay,
I'm assuming
sounds
I have to
good.
use a move to get to him, so I cannot do a full attack.
That is correct. What is your speed? I know you're hasted. I just need to know.
My speed would be 60 right now, and his would be 30.
Okay. Lovette can get to him. Archie cannot.
Okay. Are there any others around? I guess the one fighting Petra, right?
Yeah, there's one fighting Petra.
I know what I'll do.
Okay.
Lovette's gonna run over to him, and she's not going to hit him. I'm gonna again waste this incredible power I've got, but instead I'm going to use my action to activate. Maker's Call.
Okay.
So this like Tesla coil pops out of the back of Ophelia and starts to spark for a second, and then shoots a bolt of lightning over to Archie, and it brings him right next to me.
Very nice. All right. Archie's up in that area, ready to smack
Yeah.
some bitches.
He will get punching.
Mhm.
All
All right.
We're gonna do full attack, not power attack yet. Hey, I don't think that's gonna confirm, but I rolled a not one.
It does not confirm, but you do have one single hit. Would you mind reading those numbers for the
should've.
audience?
What's that?
Would you
Oh,
mind
yeah.
reading the
Well,
numbers
those
for
are-
the audience?
That was a nat 20 to hit for a total of 48. Looks like there's 27 damage on him, and then that's everything else missed.
That is correct. Thank you, though. All right.
As we teleport over here, he's just gonna slap the dude in the head.
What to do? What to do?
Imagine it's the whole Dragon Ball Z thing where the giant robot punches this guy and his head just kind of moves over slightly.
Yeah, you do some damage to him, but you can't really see his facial features, but in the very least, the positioning of his body just seems bored. unamused. It's hard to tell when you can't see someone's face, right? But from what you're getting just from almost the nonchalant kind of shrug off of the hit, he's not impressed.
I was wondering when you were coming. Took you long enough. Not that I particularly knew who you all were, but rather, you've made quite a commotion. Past the centaurs. That's what they call it, right?
I think I'm not a lot more. Just Cosmo. Shit.
Wow. Impressive. Like the little heroes you are. Our objective is almost complete, so you need not worry. Inferior one.
So, he speaks to you finally. And that's when he will start combat with you. So, top of the order goes the general.
Ooh. Oh boy. Oh good.
Okay. So, I believe the 50s range will hit you. Yeah, okay.
Just about.
Just about.
Yeah. Something there.
Cool. All right. Here we go. Bad roll. That's good. And the rest are not so good. All right. Are you ready?
Oh god.
No. Does that mean it doesn't hit me if I'm not?
Sorry, it means you're flat-footed. So.
Oh dear.
I don't think it's gonna fucking matter.
You take 214 damage.
Oh shit.
Who's hitting? Who's getting hit?
Archie, because that's
Okay.
who hit him closest.
I will eat his overbleed.
Okay. So what happens is this general, almost in a fluid motion, moves his wrists back, kind of flexes his shoulders a little, and dives his pure fists. No blades, no darts, nothing. Just his fists into the center area of Archie, crushing the metal as he goes, leaving a dent. And with hitting Archie, he just looks back at the device that the other two are hurriedly working on right now. This odd crystal structure. So, that is the end of his turn. Kurla.
Seeing this big guy finally entering combat and seeing him hit Archie so very violently and effectively, seeing Lovette reel back a little bit as the overbleed hits Lovette, Kurla is going to close their eyes and concentrate. And red light is going to start lacing its way up their body from the ground. Kind of like, well, cobwebs, covering them in a strange cocoon. And when it finally reaches the tip of their head, they're going to grow larger and start emanating this red light.
Okay.
As they grow and grow to a large size, but they're not just growing, their whole shape is changing. More legs are emerging from the bottom of their torso. Hair seems to be growing from all of their ligaments, and weird articulation is going on as well. It seems like they're growing more joints. And as the light finally fades, they've turned into a bloody great big Drider.
Let's fucking
And
go.
it is
Kaiju battle!
pretty nasty, it has to be said, but they have cast Frightful Aspect.
Okay.
And they're going to continue to just pull in energy and prepare for mixing it up in their next round.
Okay. Do you want to get any closer at all?
Oh yeah, they're going to move closer. They're going to
Okay.
move to maybe 20 feet away.
Okay. Well, how far is your distance? Your speed. Sorry.
You did.
Your
My speed is 30.
30. Okay. So you're going to be about 30 feet away then at your
Okay.
full movement. Well,
But of
you're-
course, the movement isn't walking; they're skittering in that
the
arachnid
the
way.
reeds and grasses part with the larger pieces of these legs going through.
And yet their horrid arms are still sort of casting and waving, and this light is just dancing around them as they move in this arachnid way.
Okay. All right, Petravian, it's your turn.
I don't like that.
There's
Yeah, I wanna
still
know
a
how
Repletti
Petravian
right in
reacts.
front of you.
God, I wish I could just. Okay, so we are gonna take a full round to full attack on this thing just to
Yeah,
hopefully
sure.
get rid
Go
of it.
for it. Roll on
And we're
over, roll on over,
power attack.
baby.
I don't know if it'll need to power attack it. Just full attack. See what happens. Oh fuck!
You want to re-roll that first one? That first one?
Yep, that confirms. That fucked me.
A 1 and a 2.
A 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, 3. That sucked.
That
Anyways.
sucked.
So,
That's fucking rough, buddy.
in your
Jeez.
attempt to hit this guy, you have not.
Mhm.
The being almost senses you. Perhaps you're hesitating. You're not really sure what's going on and why these things seem to just be mostly a step ahead, except for on Karis, because what the fuck was that?
Right.
So, in doing so, you can feel its arm almost instinctively move. Perhaps not even by its own, the stubby arm. It moves your hammer out of the way, knocking it down, and kind of in the recoil, you hit your leg. Kind of like a razor scooter hitting your shin kind of energy.
Fuck. Ow.
Let's see. And you take the 10 damage from your hammer.
Of course, we'll take. We are gonna use
Only
what is
10?
it? I know, right?
That's really all your hammer does?
By itself, yeah. It's not great when it's when I don't put the effort behind it. But we're gonna.
All right.
We are going to. What is it called? What is the stupid thing?
Lay on
uh,
hands?
There we go. Thank you.
gotta
Words.
touch
Lay on
yourself?
hands. I'm gonna touch all of myself. Ba-da, ba-da, ba-da. It's a max. So gotta love that. Level 20. I think it's
All right.
60. When it comes to total. How much Paladin? Shoot. There we go.
It's okay. You fill yourself in,
Yep.
okay?
Yep.
All right. Next up is the Repletti that Karis is controlling. What does Karis want him to do?
Okay, so he's now like no longer stuck in something because that guy's been turned into
He's
jelly.
dead. He's
Okay.
so fucking dead.
So dead. All right, cool. Well, I want this Repletti to turn
Okay.
and just charge the nearest other Repletti. And
That
make
is
an
the one that
attack.
Petravian is fighting. Sounds good.
Awesome. How far is that?
About 25 feet. He can make it and
Perfect.
charge.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Charge in, make charge attack. Yep. +2 to hit.
All right. Pretty easy on that one. And let me do
We keep it simple.
So, with that, very similarly to how he struck the previous one, he goes in with a blade, and the armor itself like moves to accept his fist, and just pops him right into the gut chest area, the diaphragm, the diaphragm area.
just in general in the middle there.
General ouchie gut
Yeah.
part.
Ouchie gut part.
Ouchie,
Ouchie
gut part.
pierce. Ouchie gut part pierce.
Goes straight into it.
Air go in.
The confidence of this guy fighting Petravian has now waned a little bit as his comrade is attacking him.
Yeah, right? It's weird, isn't it?
And
Pretty messed up.
that guy really hasn't taken a lot of damage, but it does hurt him nonetheless. So
That's all I needed.
your guy does his job,
My guy does his job, and he's
and that's
he's doing
your
well.
turn now.
Wonderful. Okay, so how far am I from the nearest enemy?
Can you get over here with the general?
I mean, I think
Please?
that's
The general is 60 away. The one that you just sent to fight off is like 30.
okay.
There are no other Repletti close by otherwise. The close
Gotcha.
It's
Perfect.
either you go
Okay.
for the general or you go for this extra guy that you already sent someone to fight.
All right. Okay, and the general has someone in melee with him as well.
Archie.
A bunch of people, yeah. Archie and
Yeah.
Lovette
Okay.
with
And Lovette.
big robot.
Lovette
Okay.
kind of prepared
it-
Archie so she didn't get a head
Okay.
in.
Gotcha. All right. Well, in that case, I actually don't need to use that. All right. So what I'll do then is I will. I'm still hasted, so I'm just going to move up
Okay,
into
so you
a
have
flanking
60 foot.
position.
Go for the general.
Yeah.
You're,
Alright, so
you're
I move
going
up
for the
into a-
general? I should ask that
Yeah.
question.
For the general, yes.
Okay.
Nice.
I will go for the general. I'll try to get into a flank position with Archie, and as a swift action, I will study the target, and I will make a single attack with sneak attack modifier.
Get him.
Let's see it.
Okay, gotta add bonuses here. Does a 58 hit?
A 58 does in fact hit.
Okay. In that case, it is going to be for 52 piercing damage. I'm assuming the cold does nothing as well.
No.
So
These guys
yeah, so
just don't seem to be affected by the elements in their armor.
That's fine. So 52 piercing in a sneak attack, and I will go ahead and heal myself for my fast healing.
Okay.
And that should be my turn.
All right. With that, we have Liana. And kind of looking frustrated and looking around. They can't do the spell they were planning on doing. That's okay. Sorry, Karis. You are too undead for one spell of theirs.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. You are just in danger otherwise. And they don't want to do that.
What's the spell?
I believe it's Sunburst.
Oh, I'm immune to that. You're fine.
What the friggity fuck? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Go for
sorry.
it.
I was avoiding
Yeah.
it.
No, throw it out. It'd be fun.
Okay.
Penalized like hell, but it doesn't kill me. But go for it.
I think I can put it. I don't have to like point it at like a certain person. I think I can take it on any point of interest.
However you want to do it. I'm excited for it.
All right. So Liana, sorry, I heard a weird noise. Liana kind of takes their hand, moves them together, and almost like they're pulling against the fabric of time itself. Maybe not fabric of time, maybe the will of the world. You see this hot, glowing light. It hurts to look at. And they move their hands, and the one that was once above their head now places farther on into the plains. And other Repletti are going to get hit. Probably centaurs too, to be honest. But they're aiming with it so that the people, the general, these two people, whatever that machine crystal thing is they're working on, those are definitely in the boundaries of it.
Plus, are we really caring about the centaurs at this point?
We kind of should. They're just people trying to defend their home, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I care about them. What the-
Yeah.
What do they do? They just live here.
Collateral damage is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
The centaurs get the fucking short end of the stick too much.
Sure. I mean, I guess.
I gotta roll
They've
a
had
lot of
better
dice.
days.
You guys can RP amongst yourselves. I gotta roll a lot of things.
Sure.
Nice. So, does Karis still? How long does Karis still have control of this Repletti?
I mean, technically 19
days?
days,
Yeah.
23 hours, and 59 minutes. And
How
like,
much?
What round of combat is
Days?
this?
Yeah, it's a day per level.
It's a day per level. So like, I've only
fudge.
had the dominant
Okay.
on for like 30 seconds, maybe. So
Fucking vampires, yo! I tell
Yeah.
ya,
God
they're so
dang,
fucking
okay.
good.
that's an at-will power, buddy.
Oh, okay. So at least I can disengage with this.
When I say
So-
that this might be the most overpowered character I've ever made, I mean,
You're not kidding.
not kidding.
Fucking
Even
vampires.
more-
And she was kind of overpowered before you changed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, just a level 20 Slayer is already terrifying.
All right. So here's what happens. That light beam goes across, well, technically an 80-foot radius. So this captures a large piece of the plains in general. For those far enough away, you can squint, and it just kind of vaguely gives you a headache, if anything. But those kind of caught in that circle of this blinding sun, well, you start to see a lot of people move, and their hands start to stretch out, and, well, centaurs and Repletti alike are blinded currently. The two
Wow.
that were working on whatever that device was were blinded, and though the general made a fucking save, he does not seem affected, not looking around confused or anything, but everyone does take a slight amount of damage. You can kind of see like sunburn pretty much on the centaurs, and the Repletti in their armor do seem uncomfortable after that.
Was I in the area of effect?
No, I asked.
Damn.
I also said
Okay.
I pushed it farther on. It's just it caught
Okay.
a lot more centaurs.
What would have done for you?
Oh, I mean, I would have taken 1d6 damage per caster level for being
Yeah.
undead. So,
Gotcha. Okay.
yeah. But I would have got a save for half.
Nice.
Yeah. So they made per caster level, I think about like over 200 damage.
Damn.
Pretty
So
good.
yeah, sunburst. Yay! There's a lot of dead centaurs now. Whoopsies.
Swoopsies.
Anyways,
It
it's
happens,
Lyeecia's
you know?
turn.
Alrighty. So first of all, is the spider monstrosity near me, or is that a bit away?
It's probably a fair bit away. It was approaching. It was making its way towards the
I believe
big
it's about
ass guy. and-
20 feet away from you, probably.
Okay.
Oh, great.
You asked.
All right. In that case, yeah. So Lyeecia kind of sees this horror fest on the horizon and is going to look at it as the eyeliner is just streaking as she's been crying about losing her arms for a second. And she looks at Liana just to make sure she's all right, and is going to keep running towards the bigger Repletti, but it's going to be staying a bit away from the actual combat, so probably a 30 feet range.
Okay.
And as she gets there, once again, she starts playing this dirge of this kind of ominous, sorrowful song as she goes back into a deadly performance.
Okay.
Nice.
But as she's doing so, she also starts kind of twirling the bow around, and all of a sudden, reverberations of her form spread out as she casts mirror image.
Nice.
Good call. Good spell.
Solid.
So that's going to
Solid.
be so 1d4. So 2. So that's going to be 8 images.
Okay. Sounds good. That your turn?
Yes, that'll be my
Alright.
turn.
So with that, the two now blinded Repletti in front of you, along with the non-blinded big guy, the two are fumbling, and you look and you see the crystal they were working on is severely damaged after that sunburst. I don't want to say it's electrical in either case. It's more like magical energy is going on the fritz around it. There's some sort of reverberation. Gradient colors are kind of streaming out. It's fractaling in visuals with magic. Something's weird about it. That's for those who are around that device of some kind. To the Repletti that is currently in the process of fighting Petravian and its own comrade, it can see its comrade a lot easier than it can see Petravian, but it's not willing to fight its own kind. So, instead, it touches its chest and moves its hands up to its eyes. Taking a step back, it casts a spell and looks at you, Petravian, dead in the eyes.
Oh, but you can see me now.
You can see you now.
Okay.
And that is its turn. Lovette, you are up.
So, is this device? It's like I feel like asking if this device could be considered a creature is a dumb question, but these things kind of blur the line. I want to try and banish it. Would that be possible?
The object they are working on is not a creature.
Okay, then I will banish
There
one of
are,
the
in
guys.
fact, people under these suits of armors.
Right. I will 5-foot step back. So Karis has already hasted, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe that was a boost of speed or haste or whatever that she used.
Right.
Right, Beardy?
Yes, that's correct. Greater boots of speed that actually have an additional enchantment on them. They're a unique custom item. It's expensive. Anyway,
Do I
Use
wail away on
expensive.
this guy, or do I go for the generator thing?
You tell me.
What do people think? Well, I'm getting opinions from the party.
Well, I know Petravian wants to close the gap between himself and the big guy, and he saw Archie get pummeled, so he's gonna swarm swap with as soon as he's in range with Archie.
What?
Swarm swap with Archie, so we can get up
Oh.
and up, because he can close the gap far faster than Petravian can.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I guess.
I mean, technically, Lovette can close the distance far easier than Archie can. Archie
Oh, is
just
that-
has... Lovette's the only one that's
Well-
hasted, other than Karis.
Oh,
But she could do
okay.
no. She could do what she did last time and summon him over. It would work. It would just
Okay.
mean she has to use her action to do that instead of using
Why
her
can't you
full
run
round
like a
to-
normal person, Skrewy?
That's true.
Like, I know you're already in combat, but I want to be in combat.
I'm gonna
It
actually,
gives- it
because
also-
of that,
it
I am
also-
gonna wait till Petra gets here, one way or the other, and we're just gonna wail on this
wouldn't
dude
it, doesn't Archie need to? You're gonna repair Archie, aren't you?
eventually.
Okay.
Still doesn't answer Grem's question that they asked
What's that?
the group.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
If I should banish these guys or go after the big dude.
Banish the guys. Get them to stop working on the thing.
I'm
That
inclined
seems
to
to be
agree.
more important.
I feel like they're gonna pass their fucking save, but I also feel like this guy's not gonna get hurt for anything. But you know what? All right, let's do it. Let's risk it.
just
for the biscuit.
just give me as long as I get a flank bonus, you do whatever else you want.
I mean, I know, but I want to hit some things too sometimes.
Do
I gotta
it.
haste the boost of speed that haven't gotten to use. Got fucking 6 attacks that I'm
I
just
did
not
give
doing.
everybody those boots.
Fucking weird.
Mostly.
I mean, they're
Mostly.
amazing. It makes sense.
They're surprisingly cheap for how good they are.
Yeah. So, if you're flanking with Archie,
Mhm.
all right, then I'll go for the spell first.
Okay.
What the fuck? I'm looking at Archie. Sorry. Spells. So, point one of Dorothy's arms at one of these guys, and a little slit opens, and a dart fires out at him, and he needs to give me a DC 25 will save.
Okay. He does not pass.
All right, one of them just blinks out.
Hell yeah.
Alakazam, Alakazam, I cast you from this
Now
mortal
there is
plane.
only one blind person working on whatever that crystal is.
Look at the big guy and be like,
Pop this now, bitch!
Nice.
and then Archie will get hammered.
Still in the Fury Arm.
We wish all die, but you don't have to.
Oh. Yes.
Those were okay rolls.
Yes,
For
they
the
were.
audience,
Good
what are
rolls.
those numbers?
It
Give
was
me
a
the number.
47 for the first one,
Mhm.
48 critical threat on the second one, 31 and 39.
Only the second one hits.
I have to crit? What?
Well, tits, folks.
Hmm. Well, okay, then that's 17 points of damage, I assume.
Yep.
All right, the banishment was the right call, it looks like. Oh, I forgot to include the
You hit
flanking
the general,
bonus.
right? The big guy?
This was going after the general. If the
Yeah,
48
yeah.
hits, then I forgot to mark
Oh,
it as
you
flanking.
don't have the bonus. Okay, then the first one hits too.
Yeah, so it'd be 49
Yay!
and
Yeah.
50 with a confirmed 46.
You also get sonic damage on each of those attacks.
The 46 does not
D6 each.
confirm.
Does not confirm in a 46. Okay.
No.
I didn't know the Sonic of Light didn't
All
even.
right.
Okay. How much sonic damage does it do?
Is there sonic
1d6.
damage? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, because I'm next to them.
How much?
That's
more.
1d6 per attack, I believe.
Okay.
I just rolled for the ones that hit.
10 more.
Oh no, that's 5. I rolled 1d6 for each attack for
Mhm.
one that hit.
Yeah,
Oh
probably
right, just
doubles.
doubled.
They're probably weak to Sonic.
Nice.
10 more. Okay.
All right.
All right. With that, he kind of moves his head a little. And he looks down at the device. He might be sneering. It's hard, again, to really... Why don't you sense motive? Give me sense
Ooh.
motive if you want.
Hey.
Didn't
Am I good at
two
that this
attacks hit?
time?
Say that again? Xeno.
Sorry, didn't 2 attacks hit? Or just 1?
2 of them hit, yes. Why?
So I think he gets 2 1d6s.
Yeah, I
That's what
rolled
he
that
rolled.
already.
Yeah, you already
okay.
rolled
You
it.
got it.
I just rolled together.
Was that a sense motive from all of us or just Lovette?
Yeah, you can do whoever's close enough.
Well, yeah, good, because I rolled like shit.
I'd say
I'm 20
within,
feet away, so I guess I'm
Within
kind of
20
able
feet.
to-
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, that's a 26 from Kurla.
Okay.
50 from Karis.
Okay.
Nice! Damn!
Any from Lyeecia?
Yes, give me a sec.
Yeah,
Sorry,
not a
I just had
problem.
to find out which performance I could do.
I can't. No. Soul fails. Fuck that.
All right, that's a 44.
Okay. Lyeecia and Karis. You can tell he's not really impressed with the combat so far.
Mhm.
He's definitely more interested in this crystal object in front of him. However, after the sunburst, pretty much, it seems he's more disheartened, one might say. And he moves his hand to his chest. And can I get a perception check from all those 20 within feet?
Damn it.
Absolutely.
Will a 26 pass? Because if not, then I'm not going to bother.
No.
Okay.
Nice.
Nat 20 for a 63.
Choo choo,
Nice.
motherfucker.
Choo-choo, bitches.
That one was
Alright.
a 41 from Kurla. I think Karis beats me on that one. A little bit.
And I believe the perform is your special ability as a bard to use perception with it. Xeno?
What's up?
You-
I'm not within 20 feet.
You're not?
No, I'm within 30 feet.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right. With that, Kurla and Karis, you realize that you can't get all of it, but you do hear the word
Cough.
And then
I didn't catch that at all.
Koth.
So it's
What was cough?
Koth. Koth.
Cough.
cough. Okay.
Ah, interesting.
And that's all you're really able to catch. He is speak it quietly into something. And you see the shift of the battle. You see kind of these energy beings knocking away their opponents. There are some dead. The centaurs have not been completely wiped out, though that sunburst did not fucking help. Yeah, that killed a lot of people. Whoopsies. With that, you start to see the shimmering light from the crystal bodies move, and they move upward in a way that your eyes don't fully realize. However, Karis, those who are next to the general are allowed to make what is the word?
Perception?
No, attacks. I don't know what.
An attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Okay.
They are
Ooh.
leaving pretty much.
Gotcha. Okay.
Their bodies are moving in a way and rearranging so that they are going up to the sky pretty much. They are about flying.
Okay.
Are we gonna get all the attacks that would prove afforded by things like feats?
Yes.
Archie's got a shit ton. Cool.
Remind me, attacks of opportunity. You can cast spells, right? It's any standard action,
I don't
or is it
believe
only
so.
melee?
It's only
No,
melee.
Usually it's just an attack.
Only melee. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So those next to the general.
Okay. 50 for 41 piercing.
That hits.
God dang.
I was set up for something crazy.
You sure
are
were.
attacks of
No.
opportunity
Me too.
each like a separate attack? I don't want to roll the full attack,
Well,
correct?
No, you don't want to roll the full attack. So pretty much each
Okay.
space besides the 5-foot step, you get to hit for. So like 10, 15, 20. I don't know how big Archie is. So whatever his attack range is as they
He
move
gets
out.
6 of these.
Yeah, do the 6. Do the 6.
Nice.
1, miss.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
2, miss.
That was the same roll, Archie. You have to roll a different
3,
number, please.
miss.
A higher number. Okay, I should have specified.
4,
Okay,
No,
that's even lower.
Arch,
We're
that's
going in
lower.
the wrong direction.
5.
Oh
Oh
my
my
God.
god.
It's becoming uncanny.
Archie.
One more.
Sub
Oh,
10 gang.
Oh my
You
God.
did it.
Okay, and there's one from Lovette. One from Lovette because she's in the robot.
Okay, Lovette.
Okay, I rolled even worse. That's all right.
A beautiful. That is
I
uncanny.
managed to roll.
All of them
That's
were
not-
under 10 rolls.
all of
7
them were
rolls,
under
all of them
7.
under 10.
Oh boy.
Well,
I'm impressed.
he
It's
escapes.
a day for me.
The
Damn.
Repletti
Damn.
escape.
I had such a good thing lined up.
Yes, a lot of you did. And unfortunately, they have left. But at least 2 of you have gotten a hint of maybe where they're going.
Hmm.
Nonetheless, this is where we will take our break. And we are back, checkers and pleasers.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. So, in the previous moment of this episode, the group came across, of course, the centaurs and the Repletti in heavy battle. They, of course, fought alongside the centaurs, maybe kind of, not really Lyeecia and Kurla, but you know, we're just gonna walk past that. Anyways,
Cough. Collateral damage. Cough.
Yeah.
the Repletti that fought the group, most of them dead. The group eventually made their way to this larger being who was watching something get set up, which is still here, to be honest. This object is still here. But through battle, it seems that they decided better to leave, with leaving one word that Kurla and Karis could understand, which was Koth. And so they fled, being missed by Archie with so many swings, but he tried. It was a swing and a miss and a miss and a miss and a miss. But that's okay.
He's giving them baths. He's like cats with their claws back in, just
You just see the guy going, "What the? Stop it!" And they flew into the sky and have, well, gone from your visions. They're too tiny to see if you could.
It was
My
crystal
people need
rapture.
me. Boot, doot, 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 doot.
Yeah. Like that. Exactly like that. So not scary. But nonetheless, you look around and you see, well, the armor of dead Repletti, and you see many dead bodies of centaurs.
So many bodies.
Yeah, probably more than needed to happen. But you know. Anyways, a centaur approaches your group, and she looks at you all cautiously. Her lower half is a powerful horse, of course, and she stands resolute. And she looks at you unsure.
Giant Drider Kurla will raise their right front horrific hairy thing.
Are
and
you
just sort
here
of
to
give a
aid us?
friendly wave.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, let me dismount.
climb out of the robot.
Yeah, we are here to help as much as we can.
I see. You made them flee, which is something that we could not do. And you see her gaze shift from all the bodies that lay on the ground.
I have a question.
Yes!
Would the scent of fresh blood being spilled be thick in the air, or at least enough for me to smell?
Yes. A lot of it might have been, I'm going to use the wrong word probably. I think it's coagulated from the heat of that sunburst.
Yeah, but it's pungent. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm
Burning
gonna make a will
flesh.
save.
That iron smell.
Petravian has found a crystal
No.
nearby
No,
and
no,
has
no, no.
sat down. Because he's getting old. This was a lot of activity for him in recent events. So he's like,
Take it easy, Grandpa.
Kurla's going to
Yeah?
scuttle over to Petravian and just sort of stand next to him and like kind of loom down. And in a really screechy voice that I can't do because I don't have a voice mod, but... Are you alright, Petravian?
Oh, jeez.
That, you know, they'll kind of both their
No,
front horrific legs.
I know this isn't your...
Do you need some healing?
No, I am very good, thank
Skitter,
you.
skitter, skitter, scuttle, scuttle.
I know it's not your fault, but could you revert, please? It's not that I don't like spiders. I like spiders. They take care of all the things and could
They
you
take care of what?
flies in the
They don't take care of flies, they kill them. That's a very mean thing.
they take care of insects that are frustrating.
I'm going to try to sneak away from the party.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
You,
me a
you
second.
successfully
That's,
sneak-
I
Nice.
think you
56.
succeed.
I mean, it's not magical. It's just me being sneaky. So, you know,
Mhm.
I'm not disappearing like from vision. I'm just trying to
Does
be
you-
silent about it and just
Might
sneak
as
away
well.
from
You're
the
good. You succeed.
because I want to try to find the nearest unobserved centaur corpse.
I mean, technically, since you are in the plains, like, you could, once you get farther out, probably find someone's dead body who's not occupied.
Yeah,
Occupano.
I'm hoping with like maybe the tall grass, I can get down beside it without being seen.
Yeah,
Like
you
a
probably
raptor?
can. You have a really
Okay.
good stealth, so I think you can. I'm just.
Yeah, I slink away because the overpowering smell of spilled blood is just driving me crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna try to find the nearest unobserved body and, well, just sort of begin drinking from it as best I can.
Nice.
It's not the best because it's not pressurized anymore, but still.
In deference to Petravian's request, Kurla will release the buff, and 6 of their legs will just drop off, and then kind of just dissolve into a mist of red and black energy. As will just bits and pieces of that carapace. Is that the word?
Just imagine
Well,
it makes
the-
a really crunchy noise with every
Oh,
word,
yeah.
too.
Horrific noise.
All the joints dislodging.
The hair just kind of all sloughs off, parts of the skin sloughs off. They shrink down in size, and they just kind of shake out their robes and wrap them more around themselves. Is that better?
You see him. He's leaned forward with his elbows on his knees, just like.
You sure you don't need some healing? You don't look too good, buddy. You look a
No,
little...
it's just a lot of activity for after a lot of inactivity. So, basic question: you have the powers of that which hungers, don't you?
Oh, yeah, that's my god. I am their humble servant, and Kurla will do kind of a silly theatrical bow.
Oh,
So-
I forgot. Sorry.
Humble servant. So the question.
I
that
take it that the version of me that you know is what, not as powerful in battle, or not?
No, they are.
What am I
very
missing here?
powerful.
Because you seem freaked out, mate.
Well, they were not as, and he looks up at them, sturdy. Let's go with sturdy, as you seem to be. They didn't have a square meals every day, so that begs the question. What's your daily diet like?
For small talk. Just
I'm not quite sure
between
what you're getting at there.
They were
Who have you
afraid.
eaten?
Eating stranger.
The Kurla from this. He looks over to Lovette. Dimension?
Timeline.
One more
Timelines. Timelines.
Timeline.
The planes are
Timeline.
dimensions. We are not in different planes.
Oh.
We are different timelines.
Okay. This timeline. They ate rotten meat because they feared they'd enjoy eating meat so much because they ate their sister.
Oh my.
Furla? They ate Furla?
Yeah.
That's
Because they
horrible. How the hell
Yeah.
did they live with themselves?
I'm guessing by his expression they didn't.
They did. It was very complicated until they were able to, through
That's horrible.
great acts of kindness, through very selfless act, and he looks up into the sky, of a very wonderful person. They were able to rid themselves of that which hungers.
Why would they want to rid themselves of our deity?
Very long. They didn't like where the power came from. And I don't blame them.
No offense, since I guess they were your friend, but they sound like a fucking idiot.
I'm not really a fan of any gods, so.
Did they have the same power as I do?
Well, the very interesting transformation that you had just had. I experienced that firsthand. And you just see like this, he looks a little pale from the experience. Just this pale look across, flashes across his face. Yeah, that is something that I never want to be at the receiving end again. So don't get me wrong, it's very, very powerful.
Aye, that's kind of the point. Granted, I haven't known you very long, but you never struck me as the judgmental type. I'm a little bit hurt.
I'm again, different timelines. I am not judging you. I am not inferring anything. I'm just curious. What difference, aside from the acceptance of the power, where is the difference?
I mean, I didn't eat my sister, if that's what you're asking me.
And you didn't
Did you eat someone?
anyone?
Well, more than just one person, yes. Hold on,
Have you eaten anyone recently?
Oh, yes. But
Like
I'm
today?
sensing... I think I understand what the problem is here, and I should reassure you a little bit. I'm not planning on eating any of you.
Oh,
You're much too
good.
powerful, and I just end up getting myself killed, and that doesn't serve my god, who obviously wants me to be here, so don't even worry. I'm not going to try and eat you. It's all right.
Oh.
Well, I might have questions.
All right, go for it. I'm an
I don't
open
know if
book.
this-
I'm looking around the centaurs. I'm like, I don't.
I don't know if this is a
The leader's still standing there politely.
social conversation. Yes, why don't we? It might be some good trust, like this evening, if we are all still here that long.
Yeah.
If
I
may.
think we
The
Please,
leader
yes.
speaks
Oh,
up.
sorry, I got carried away there. You were saying?
They look a little uncomfortable after hearing some of that.
No.
We were going to extend a handout and allow you to camp with us tonight, since you assisted. I don't know what power they have to have created such a large burst of energy as they did. You can see souls start to slink to the back of the party, kind of hiding behind Kurla. Kurla's a lot larger.
Yeah, Kurla will give
More
Leanna a
beefy.
reassuring smile, noticing them kind of moving.
Yeah. We don't know how they could have processed such powers. They were able to kill so many of us, and it will take years to recuperate from such a tragedy.
What
But-
sorry this happened to you?
What?
Well, sorry this happened to you.
We don't even know why they came here.
I
They
wish I did.
just sort of appeared, floated down from the sky, and we observed them at first. It looked like they were inspecting the ground for a long time. And then slowly, one by one, and you can see most of the structures that were up higher than the grass have kind of fallen over at this point. The center one still giving off a weird aura of like interchanging fractaling light. The smallest one that the two Repleti with the general were working on, that one's still giving off light. We're not sure what they are, but once they found whatever the right spot was, they spoke amongst themselves very... Sometimes indirectly, it seemed. Sometimes they just nodded at each other. We're not exactly sure how they fully communicate. Are you going after
That-
them?
Are you going to try? Or at least make sure they don't come back? I would like to look at the wreckage, so just so your people know I'm not one of them trying to start it again or anything.
Well, you do not look like them. I apologize, I forgot to introduce myself. I am one who remains. I am the leader. You two legs have the most interesting names.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, one who remains, I am Kurla, and as to whether we're going after them, I think that's up to the big guy here. This is Petravian Calenius, by the way.
They're
Sort of the de
they're
facto leader. This
taller.
is his world, you know.
The centaurs are technically taller than Petravian, but you know.
Oh no, he's still sitting on the crystal. He's just.
What does that have to do with height?
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I didn't know if I was looking up and all that kind of stuff. Sorry. Continue.
No, they're just
I mean, yeah, probably are still anyway.
either way.
So
Hello
this
there,
is the Lady
Calenius.
Lyeecia. Lady Lyeecia, and that's Liana back there, and this is Karis.
There's just
Karis
8.
is not there.
There's
Oh,
just
sorry,
9
where did
of
Karis go?
Lyeecia, just like frantically trying to get imaginary insects off of them.
Just imagine all 9 of them brushing off the prime Lyeecia.
That'll pass. I'm sorry it's a weird at the first time. That'll pass.
And this is Karis must have stepped away, but yeah, we got another.
There is another of you. Description.
Yeah, Pardon me?
We need her description to understand who is passing through the plains.
Oh, very, very coloured skin and silvery hair. Kurla will give a decent description. I don't actually remember offhand how she is described in this one. Sorry.
Thank
Stunning.
you. One who is Kurla.
I like that. That has a ring to it.
We will have a small campfire. There won't be much of. There's plenty of resources, just not as many hands to cook.
We
If
appreciate
any
your
of you are
hospitality.
willing to assist with camp, we would appreciate it.
Oh,
You have
absolutely.
2 working hands here.
I must say, I'm very sorry for your losses, but they died for a higher purpose, and I can't imagine anything more important than that.
All of us will feel the sting of this for years to come. But we appreciate your kindness in word nonetheless.
Oh, and I promise not to eat any of you as well if you overheard that whole thing a minute ago.
Although this one's already dead, so that's all right, right?
Can I do
we
a
would ask that
perception?
you sleep a
go
little
ahead.
farther from the camp nonetheless. Just in case.
That's fair enough. People have asked me to do worse, so it's no worries at all.
Respectfully, we still understand that you did save us. It's just. Well, we've never really had to deal with anyone saying, I won't eat you, so. Forgive us.
Understandable completely. You're fine.
Mr. Calenius, you wish to speak?
Yes. Tell me, do you, in your group, is there one known as makes a lot of noise?
How long do you think centaurs live for, Mr. Calenius?
Only hope. I was only hoping, maybe.
Do you know someone by that name?
Apparently I did. Sadly.
Apparently? What, do you not remember?
No, I remember them very well, but am I to assume they are no longer riding with you all?
And she looks around at all the bodies. Honestly, I'm not sure who is running with us. Riding is a weird statement to use, Mr. Calenius.
I meant to say running, my apology.
Apology accepted.
You know, you kind of talk like Malchus. It's weird. Like, yeah.
Is that a good thing? Because I don't know Marcus in my...
It's just a
timeline.
thing. It's not really a bad thing. I mean, it's not meant as a negative. It wasn't intended as derogatory. Let's put it that way.
Tell me, did Marcus
kind of just, he would say the thing he was thinking, and then people would be like, maybe that part should stay inside, and he'd been like, it's too late now.
Bless.
Sorry. There was a visual glitch there for a second. I got distracted and I had to fix it. Anyways,
No problem.
with that, the one who remains sort of bows to the group. If you'll excuse me, I need to go and start preparing bodies.
Do you wish assistance?
With camping, yes. But these are my people, our people. We do not wish your hands upon them in death.
We'll leave you
Excuse
to your
us.
traditions.
And she leaves, looking a little warily at y'all, but you know, it seems like everyone's kind of had a traumatizing day, so any sort of slight good news is good news kind of situation. And you are left to your devices while they tend to their dead.
Kurla will
Karis.
turn to Lyeecia, who is... Oh, sorry, Karis.
We're just gonna switch the camera to Karis.
Cool.
Can you tell me about your little feast you're having?
Yeah, so I'm gonna find the nearest body I can, and Karis is going to feel a terrible sense of revulsion, but also the inability to stop herself from just getting all up in that corpse, and just drinking away, squeezing things and putting it's nasty. By the time she's done, her both of her arms, like up to the elbow, are completely red, and she has just red like smeared all over the bottom part of her face and like down her neck and chin.
Mm-hmm.
All red, just really nasty. And it goes for like maybe 5 minutes of just like this feeding frenzy practically.
Give me a perception check.
Sure. Be a 47.
Okay. Near the end of your feeding frenzy, you
Mhm.
do hear the grasses shift near you.
Okay.
You can tell from the sound of hooves that it's definitely a centaur.
Yeah. In that case, I look up and I see if anyone is able to see me, or if I'm still unspotted.
With that perception check, you can tell they have not seen you yet, but you are very close to being discovered.
Gaseous form.
Okay.
Fuck.
Tell me what that looked like, though.
Sure. So, Karis gets this look of like total panic on her face as she kind of comes to her senses and realizes how bad this looks. And with this like incredible revulsion and sadness going across her face, she just sort of slumps into fog. Her form just gives away, and this sort of low mist that clings to the ground sort of just slithers and moves as a pool of cloud through the grass and moves away from the noise, trying to get closer to the party.
Okay.
What's wrong with eating dead bodies? I'm not clear on that.
With that, while you're leaving Karis, you do hear someone go, "Oh, gods. They absolutely destroyed her."
Yeah.
Twist that knife.
Twist
You
it.
eventually make
Add
your
some
way
salt.
back to the party, but we'll go back to what Kurla was saying.
My apologies for getting in prior.
Oh, no, you're fine. I just wanted to change the camera a little bit.
No, good call, because that was fun.
Ugh.
Kurla will turn to Lyeecia and just sort of give them a nod. That was some nice spell work in there. Bloody well done.
Yeah, I haven't really done magic in a while, so it's a little unstable.
You haven't lost a step as far as I could tell.
Oh, it's strong. It's just not safe. Sorry.
Oh,
Why is it
you
not
don't need to
safe?
apologize to me as far as you were
I
kicking
don't
ass.
know, Petravian. Do you see them and they lower their voice so quietly. Do you not see the circle of dead centaurs over there? Yeah.
I mean, maybe not.
Sorry, they
most
lower their voice so I
accurate
can't hear?
spell.
No, just so none of the centaurs can hear.
Yeah,
Got it.
no.
Party can hear. Centaurs can't hear.
I mean, maybe not one of the most accurate of spells, but
You're
No,
saying
I
you're
mean,
okay with this?
People die every day.
ah,
I was waiting for it. I was gonna let you say it, to be honest. I wanted you to say it.
you did what you thought would be helpful.
I panicked.
You
And he
weren't
kind of
intending
has a
to-
little bit of not a wistful kind of smile on his face when you say I panicked, like
All right. What the fuck?
The fuck?
Why did you look
It's-
happy when I said I panicked? Like, what the fuck does that?
Yeah, that was a little weird, mate.
Like, I'm so glad you're
reminds
having
me
an
of-
anxiety attack. Hooray.
it just reminds me of this timeline so much,
Oh,
and I
fuck.
miss them. That's all.
Petravian, you do understand that we're not the people that you knew, right?
I do.
I'm not your
Okay.
traitor.
I could still.
But kinda.
I can still reminisce.
That's fair, but you can't exactly. I said this earlier. Maybe in your old age, the mind. That's offensive. I'm sorry. I don't mean any disrespect there, but you can't be judging us by expectations that you have from your old comrades. That's just going to make you disappointed and sad.
That reminds me. Lyeecia, I want to apologize for yelling at you earlier. That was
So-
very rude of me.
Lacey is is not in the group at the moment.
Oh, well, okay then.
I
Never
think
mind.
she's having a panic attack, actually.
Yeah, that was. She turned on the bees.
Look,
I wish
Mr.
she's Belle.
Other Petravian. I don't really care about what you're about to say, so I'm gonna go check up on her, okay? Bye. Oh, Lovette,
You don't
let
need
me
my
know if
permission
you
to do anything.
fuck you. Lovette, let me know.
Fuck you too.
Petravian, you gotta learn when to zip.
Let me know, Lovette, if you need any assistance with looking over those things. I don't really get the crystals, but I'm happy to be an assistant in the very least. I'm gonna go check up on her.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you need anything?
A new fucking life. All right, I'll be back.
Okay.
Liana will go after Lyeecia. Hey, are you okay?
Honorable Liana,
Mm.
I'm so sorry. I tried to help be there for you, but my hands fell apart and I was covered in bugs.
Sorry, this is Keni laughing. And Liana will kind of register this slowly, and then they'll slowly clasp their hands on Lyeecia's. You did so well. Please don't be so hard on yourself.
You see her trembling, mouth, go into a smile. Really?
Yeah, you did really good. And you're a better musician than I ever was.
Oh, I'm sure you're just saying that to be nice. And
No, I mean, I
Lee-
stopped years ago, so.
Lyeecia still goes into a bow.
Can I ask you a favor?
Of course, anything.
I would like you to stop bowing to me.
What am I supposed to do then?
Be my friend?
Lyeecia's eyes just kind of widen.
You don't-
Of course.
Have to be anything other than who you are. You can be kind, mysterious, courageous, maybe even a little scared. You can be all the things that make you up, Lyeecia. But I don't want you to think you're any lesser than me. If anything, I think you're better than me.
You don't have to be so nice, Honorable Lyeecia.
Just Leanna.
If that's what you want.
It
Lyeecia.
is. Lady Lyeecia.
You don't have to say lady. It's
You were correcting others earlier.
well, yeah, they should be saying it, but not you.
I believe you probably outrank me, actually.
I mean, I'm only like fourth in line where I live.
Yeah, and
Even
where I
wouldn't.
live, it's a pretty small, noble house. It's a little fucked up, but well, it doesn't really matter here. Have you ever heard of Presidium?
What kind of role you want? Want some history? Do you want nobility?
I want nobility.
Come on, give me
No
something
one ever
good.
rolls nobility.
33.
That's not too bad. You don't fully recognize the name, but you might have heard it in passing from a diplomat once.
Well, I've heard it a few times. Not that much. I think we had a diplomat in our town.
Was his name Austeris?
Would I know that?
Another nobility. Come on, big money.
Come on. Nope, 32.
About the same, that's fine.
Sounds about right.
That's my daddy.
Really?
Yeah,
It's amazing.
but
I'm sorry I haven't met you before.
I was never allowed to leave before until I did. And then I ruined the world. Hooray.
What, like I was saying, maybe if we went to the estates, we could find a way to keep you here instead?
Here? With him?
Well-
Just looks back at where Petravian is.
Damn.
No, not here. If
Well,
anything,
Maybe we could bind it to where I came from?
I don't know what the me from your... Fuck, what did Lovette say? Timeline?
Timeline!
I don't know if the me from your timeline exists, and I don't know if the person I loved from my timeline exists in yours.
I wish I had more answers for you.
That's okay. It sounds like you were kind of a homebody like I used to be.
I've only been out to go to different bard colleges, to be honest.
You sound very familiar. What did you think about the one in the Emerald Forest?
Would I have? Do you think I would have been allowed to go to with the Emerald Forest? Is
Well,
that in?
You are a half elf and the daughter of a kind of elf area.
Mhm.
She is a well-to-do bard, so I think she could have done maybe what's the word? A study abroad.
Yeah.
Mm.
What would it be in Pollyanna? In Pollyanna?
No. Polya. Isn't that
Presidium.
Kurla's?
Sorry. There you go.
Presidium? No, it is not in
Pollyanna's
Presidium
fine.
whatsoever. There are no
Okay, that's-
schools in Presidium.
That's what I was gonna say. It's like, I don't remember.
No. To clue you in,
Stay
Soul went.
uneducated.
Soul went to one in the Emerald Forest after they got lazy.
Legacy admission to Juilliard.
I don't know what would I know about this this college?
Well, Soul doesn't really know a lot because it was like a multi-magic school kind of thing.
Mhm.
They weren't going for music, but they sure decided to stay for music and not go to their actual classes.
Because
Drugs.
I would have been. Sorry, go ahead.
There's drugs. There's drugs there.
Druggist?
Well, it's a college, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I mean, I
no,
was only there a few times for lectures and for like performances. So it seemed like most other colleges, I suppose.
Okay. I was just curious. I've been to that one. I was bad at it, but I did it.
But you're too hard on yourself.
Oh, probably, but not really, because literally my existence caused an entire world to die.
Well,
I don't know how many times I can tell you people that.
I mean, it's probably like worse because you've been telling yourself that or something.
A world is dead because of me.
Wait, but didn't you say that the Petravian guy is his fault?
Contract taking bitch. He said everything would be right. That Eden would save us and provide, and all those other flourished words that I think he was just making up. I didn't think I'd be so blindsided when he decided to save his own skin.
And Lyeecia gets a bit closer.
Can we trust this one at all?
I don't know.
One of them turned into a spider.
Well, they actually kind of seem nice, to be honest. A little scary, but so far the only one I feel like I can't trust is him, but that's because of the him I knew. I'm trying to stay open-minded, but every time he talks, I just hear him signing that stupid, stupid contract.
God damn it. Oh, no!
Well, we'll watch over him together. Right?
Okay.
I promise.
Pinky promise? They hold out their pinky to Lyeecia.
A little bit confused.
Oh, it's like a bonded promise. You take your pinky and you twist it with mine, and if we break our promises, then we break each other's pinkies? I think that's what I used to say.
I couldn't. I mean, you could break mine if you need to, but I promise I won't. I won't break the promise. And Lyeecia will put up their pinky.
They'll just take it and sigh. Yeah, I know you won't break it. Thank you. Anyways, are you feeling a little better?
I think I got all of them off. I couldn't really find any, but
Here, let me look.
I'll be okay.
And they're doing just a quick look over. It's more pretend, if anything, just to comfort her. And I think you look good. And while that's kind of happening, we're going to move the camera back over to Kurla, Lovette, and Petravian. And I believe Karis joins up by then.
So timelines. Now, you're saying that they're the same world, but it's just different. How are they occupying the same space?
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good question, but it's kind of immaterial to think about. They just are. Like, because the space is not occupied in their timeline.
Yeah, Kurla absented themselves from this conversation a while ago and went looking for Karis.
So, like,
I feel like I'm
say
a little
you...
cross-eyed.
It's okay, so, like, what did you eat for breakfast this morning?
Oatmeal with honey.
Okay, so say you had pancakes instead. You decided that. Everything you do after that point would be slightly different. Because whatever made you decide to get the oatmeal with the honey, it was like influenced by everything that led up to that point. But there is a time where whatever changes does change. So you do eat the pancakes, and then everything goes different. Maybe I don't show up. Maybe a whole different version of all of us are there.
A mist rolls in through the high grass and pools around Petravian.
Is it
So
gonna
it's
rain?
like
What
it's like around your feet, basically. It's
Oh,
only a few
okay.
inches tall.
Oh, okay. Around like. Odd weather here in the Red Plains.
And you hear the wind whisper, Schnookums.
It
Love that.
coalesces into the crouching, like almost like fetal position, kind of crouching, a person, and she is just like her arms and face are just completely covered in blood.
Karis, what?
Holy shit.
What happened?
Do you
What do you
have
mean,
any
covered?
do you have any water or anything?
I've got this.
Thank you.
I'm gonna flip a little switch, cast my daily use of gnomish prestidigitation. A little robot guy climbs out over the gauntlet and climbs down with a rag and wipes you down.
Thank you. Pat. Thank you.
Holds his hand out for a tip.
Fucking gnomes.
Copper
This
piece.
is the version of Lovette that does worship Shamish.
I handed a copper piece and then stand up.
Like, stop.
Sorry.
Stingy.
I wasn't all myself there for a moment. How's everyone? Is everyone okay?
Yeah, we're
Yeah, are you
all
okay now?
fine. Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Just kind of a momentary thing. So, did I miss anything?
Not really. I'm thinking about going and checking over on the Lyeecia because they've been talking for a while. She was really freaking out about the bees thing.
I didn't see any. I'm sorry.
She said she was crying and saying that she had bugs on her hands.
Perception check to see if I can locate Lyeecia.
Sure.
Nat 20,
Oh,
63.
They're not that far away. They're like 30 feet away. Just Liana and Lyeecia just talking.
Cool.
They're not that far away.
All right. Then I'll walk over to see what Lyeecia's up.
And I'll hover over as well.
See?
Yeah, having failed to locate Karis, I
Sorry.
think Kurla will have also made their way. No worries. Kurla will have also made their way over to them to check in on them.
Are you doing okay?
Leaving
with you?
Petravian alone.
As you're approaching, Lyeecia is using prestidigitation to fix their eyeliner that was running.
Love that.
That's I don't know. Feels a little weird to do it with magic, but you know what? To each their own.
Seems good.
I don't really have anything else on me, so
I guess
that's
so.
kind of just brought here.
Just like side-eye Petravian.
Over that way.
Kurla will kind of stand at a respectful distance away, within earshot, but not like getting up in their business, and just hands where everyone can see them, just very calm and.
Looks like our
Hey,
friends
so
are
doing all
here.
right. I know that was a tad bit intense back there.
I'm doing better, thank you.
I also know that not everyone is fond of spiders, so if that
No,
creeps you out a
no.
bit,
I don't
get
think
it.
she's into it. Sorry.
I don't like any bugs.
Well, technically they're different.
You know, I'm not gonna say it. It's a common misconception, so I'm not gonna. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, old friend used to tell me about it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was really into
nice, you
bees.
can make kind of neat.
Do you need
Petravian
anything?
finally makes his way over.
Oh, here comes trouble. Wink. At Petravian.
Kill them.
Trouble always seems to find me.
Shocker.
I'm guessing that happens no matter which timeline, right? Timeline.
I mean, sometimes it's just your choices, Petravian.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Oh, Karis, you're back as well. You feeling all right?
Yeah.
You look a little pale.
I see what you did there.
I wasn't making a joke there. You look a little.
I think she's always pale.
Well, more than is usual was my point
I
there.
think that's possible, Kurla.
All right,
I
fair
mean,
enough.
She was pale in that timeline, or my timeline, and she didn't really that going on.
No, I was feeling a little weird there for a moment, but I'm okay now. Thank you.
It wasn't being an offense. It's just if anyone needs any healing, that's part of what I do.
I don't think I would do well with your healing, actually. Part of my physiology is a bit different. Luckily, I heal pretty quickly.
For what it's worth, I can relate to that a little bit.
But I have my own tricks for that, and with that, Karis will pull this strange-looking, like 8-inch long, like blackened piece of wood out of like a side pocket. It's like this really thin piece of wood, and it has like these weird little arcane runes carved around it. And she holds it up and is like, I can handle myself if I need to heal.
Fair enough.
If you'd like to make a spellcraft check to try to determine what it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Sure,
I
I'd
would
like
like
to
to
do
do
that.
that. Please, I would like
Yeah.
as many spellcraft checks as
Curly,
I
you
can possibly
recognize
make.
you would
34.
recognize the spell work on it, and so would Lovette. Lyeecia, you think even a 27 would still get this too.
Oh, cool. I had a 34.
Excellent. Then you would
An
also
8
have it.
from Petravian.
Petravian, you don't recognize. So everyone else would recognize this wand as a wand of harm. Yeah.
Nice.
That helps
Oh,
you?
Oh,
Really?
like you wouldn't believe. And then carefully
I
puts it back.
Wouldn't, but you know what? To each their own. And I'm
mean-
glad it works for you.
I told you
Simply
I'm
an issue of
not exactly
biology.
alive anymore, right?
Sorry. I guess that makes sense in kind of a funny way.
Yeah, it's
Further-
weird, right?
I mean,
Yes.
Further,
everyone's dead in my world, you know.
Well, think of it like this. Think of death is like a center point. If you are on one side and you're alive, then the further you go away is healing. If you're on the other side, then you want damage to go the further away. As long as you're away from the center point, you are doing things.
And for the record, Karis, that is actually one of my, if that isn't accessible to you, I can throw that at you myself if that works
Oh.
for you.
I suppose if you could do that,
Oh, yeah.
sure. But I mean, unless I'm like really messed up,
Right, right.
Save your power for other things.
Of course.
I kind of
in
pride
a-
myself on being self-sufficient,
Totally
Well,
understood.
except
Understand
for
that.
when I have to, except for when I have to eat. But anyway,
Hey,
um,
Miss Karis. Sorry.
please don't call me
Karis.
that.
Sorry. My brain's still trying to understand that you're a different person, and I felt like maybe an honorific would make me feel better about it. It didn't. It already
mean-
felt weird.
If it makes you feel better, you can call me that, I guess.
No, how about Care?
Sure.
Is that okay?
Okay.
What
I
a Care
will-
Bear.
I won't complain.
No, not that one.
That was very much not in character.
I know, but no.
Random centaur rocking by.
Kenny, no.
Yeah.
No, no,
Well, What's up,
no.
Care Bear?
I'm gonna kill myself.
Mm.
Ah!
If
you want to call me that, that's fine, I suppose.
sorry, Karis. I was actually going to say, if you need to eat, if that's the thing you need,
I'll be
May
good
I
for
offer?
a little bit, actually. For a little bit.
okay. I don't know what you need, but
I mean,
if you do, I would like to offer myself.
I'm gonna make a will save.
Liana, you don't have to do that.
I know.
I can do it instead.
No. You have things to live for.
So, Karis, for a moment, just kind of like seems to lose her train of thought as she can't help but imagine the taste of soul's blood, or Sorry, I've forgotten the
Liana.
rename. Liana.
It's Soul Liana. It's the Liana
Yeah,
part.
you know what? That makes so much more sense now.
They just use the other
Ah.
half of their name, Liana.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in that case, the concept of feeding on Liana has kind of like fuzzed over Karis's mind for a little bit there. So she seems to kind of like just fade away.
Karis.
Sorry. That shouldn't be necessary, but
Offers there.
where I'm from, Petrie would always, but I don't want to burden you, Petravian, if you're not okay with that.
I'm always here to help.
I mean, he brought us here.
I mean, if you want
It
to,
might be his fault, but I mean, look at him. He's just look at him. Can't stay mad at that.
I disagree.
I don't. I mean, yeah, probably.
For what it's worth, Karis, I get it, and if you want other people to get it as well, I can help with that too.
Looks like you've
Get
got the
what?
perfect support system then.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You can either feed off of me, that stinky guy, or Kurla can help you.
Oh, that's
if you-
not
if
quite
you
what
want
I
to-
meant. I mean, my blood is kind of important to me, but if you need other people to
I thought you
understand
were
what you're
saying,
feeling,
like, oh, understand. I thought you were gonna grab her something. My bad. I misunderstood what you were saying.
I really appreciate the offer, everyone.
Lyeecia is not allowed.
What?
I just said you're not allowed.
My question would be for Lovette. In terms of just
Yeah?
basic volume, would that be inadvisable for you?
I mean, if you want to, like, bite into my neck and drink a little bit of my blood, I'm not going to complain.
There's a lot to
Just,
unpack on that statement.
Excuse the Sally. I mean, for your safety and Trails, of course.
You're still
There's no
weird.
moral in this world. Right?
Okay. It looks like most of them have packed up for the most part. You want to go help them prepare for their camp?
Should we?
Of course.
I'm sorry for interrupting. What
Yeah.
about that device or whatever that is?
Oh yeah, Lovette, did you
Yes.
check that out?
No, I was waiting for you. We
Oh,
was going to have our...
shoot. Yeah. Let's do that.
And also, I would
Okay.
like to investigate it and see what if I can tell what it is.
Yeah,
not to
gonna
insult anyone,
I'm
but is
gonna
anyone but Lovette
assist-
going to understand it?
we'll find out. Let's do
Fair
engineering
enough.
check.
difficulties.
Oh, you know what? I actually have Jack of all trades, so
That works.
There you go. Petravian is gonna go over to look at it too to see if he can. I don't know. It's crystalline. He's partial crystalline.
That's
He's gonna
fair.
see if it's like if
Is
if
that
there's
my brother?
anything he can.
you know this animal made of flesh. I'm made of flesh.
So, Petravian, when you get closer, that like resonance that was happening before with your crystals isn't happening since the general left.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry,
You
I
good?
just had a
You
A
good?
theory
Got
just
it.
Suddenly,
You had a
sorry,
brain blast,
theory-
didn't you?
A theory just hit me, and I'm sorry.
Ooh,
Keep it
I
to
like
myself
that.
now.
I like that sound.
Anyways,
That was a good sound.
you don't feel that anymore. Let's
He
see.
goes over and kind of like, ding, 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 ding.
So Lovette.
Rolled like shit.
Yeah, you did, but it is
Again.
in the 30s.
Hey, but I rolled better than Lyeecia, so I'm happy.
So, Vera technically took a nat 20 with the Jack of all trades.
No.
No?
It allows me
No.
to.
Oh, you didn't lore master. I'm sorry. Different thing. You also have lore master if you want it.
Correct.
Oh,
But I'm good.
You're good.
We
Okay.
haven't really done taking 10, but if it is taking a while, I don't know if it's something I could try.
If I
Could I
roll,
try
am I
intimidating it?
no longer able to
Intimidating
take 10?
intimidation?
Is that how that works?
Sorry. Can you say that again, Xeno?
Sorry.
Yes. So, because at 10th level, I can treat any untrained skills as class skills
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. But at 19th, I can take 10. I rolled a 4. Can I take 10, or is that
Yeah,
before?
you can take 10. I don't care.
Yeah, that is 26. It's still not probably as good as.
It would be,
That's,
yeah, it would be 26. Yeah, you just aren't sure what this is. I'm sorry.
Stuff is real.
Now, Lovette, you've seen crystals before. Obviously, Petravian is part crystal. Crystals exist. It's a thing. But there's something weird about this thing. You almost want to categorize it as a device, but it's not like a device you would know from the Steam Isle, right? It's not mechanical in any way. It's crystalline. It's magic. But there's something. It's almost rooted into the ground like a tree might be. Crystal veins are coming out from it. And whatever those other structures that were once standing were supposed to react with it in some way. And it looks like it was aiming at the sky, but you don't know the purpose.
That's not good. But very interesting.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm doing lore master.
Okay.
go for it. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I have 3
Use
of
it.
these.
Yeah. That you do.
Yeah. Lore Master's
Start
pretty
explaining
awesome.
it to Lyeecia, and then you're like, no, I know.
So that would be 36.
Yes.
With that, you think it's supposed to bring something. With that
No,
little
supposed-
extra boost. You just don't know.
Do you think this device created the tail?
Well, it's supposed to be bringing something in. Maybe it's bringing in that other.
Maybe it's
World?
bringing in the people. Yeah.
Do you
Could it
think
be
that
creating a convergence? That would be bad. You know, yeah, like, so Petravian was, I was trying to explain timelines to him. And, like, he made the statement, what if, so how these worlds overlap? And they sort of do and they sort of don't. But that sort of is really important, because if they did, it would be bad. It would be really bad.
Question, Petravian, have you got? I'm just. Did anyone else catch what the big guy said before he pissed off?
Not me.
Have you got an
I think he
Oxidor?
said cough, like he
Right,
coughed with his by saying it.
He might have said that. That's a perfectly fine. If you heard it that way, he might have said that. What I heard though was cough. Have you got an Oxidor? You know, have you got the other continent, the other part of this
Yes.
continent in this? All right, do you have a jungle of Koth there?
Can I do a knowledge? What knowledge do you on
Sure.
Geography.
Yeah,
Geography?
geography.
But I mean, it's pretty basic geography.
Yeah,
that
you-
that? Okay,
Been pretty
so I
good.
would know that.
Crota,
You went
you
past
should know
it. You
that.
grew up
You
in
went
Crota,
past it,
so
too.
You lived in that continent.
Yeah.
It was
He's
If
like,
I heard
yeah.
of this Amazon jungle,
Have I heard of an Amazon before?
I mean, the great. Yep. Yeah. What? That's here. Why?
I just heard him say Kath. I thought maybe that had something to do with it. And if you're saying that he's bringing something, maybe he's bringing something from there in an alternate timeline. I don't know. I just know it's where my ancestors came from when they wanted to start their little cult.
You think he
Yikes.
said cuss like the jungle?
Aye.
No, he definitely
Wonder if
just said
that's-
cuff and then cuff.
I
and
thought he was.
I think it
coughing.
was because Archie hit him in the head and he was like, oh. But
Is
he
no one
just said
else
it.
here Kath? Am I losing my mind?
I didn't
definitely
hear him
No, I
talk.
was-
I'm sorry.
But I rolled like a 6 on perception.
Okay, seriously though, DM, they said Koth.
It was
K-O-T-H?
Koth. K-O-T-H.
Thank
I
God for
spelled
that.
it,
I'm
I'm
not
pretty
losing my
sure,
mind.
before.
You did. I'm
Avoid-
just now feeling like a twit.
Well, to
No.
avoid
No, you're good,
accidentally
you're good.
gaslighting you, I'm only
They're
saying
just-
that
they're
because
just being
Lovette
little
rolled garbage on
asshats.
a perception.
Okay, thank you.
So
I thought everyone was going to
Petra-
disagree with me.
I mean, so possibly where they were jetting off to. Maybe that's their next location. They're going to try to bring in whatever they're trying to bring in.
I don't know what crystals would have to do with a bunch of half orcs though, but I only know what the cult tell me about Kath, so and that might be totally different in this world anyway. So I'm as in the dark as y'all.
Okay. Well, I've never been to Oxidor before in my life. Well, it existed. But I don't know. I used some kind of heavy magic in that last fight, and I would
No, I
prefer
think we
to
need
be
to rest till
ready.
tomorrow.
Oh right, I wasn't suggesting we go there now. No,
Oh,
no.
okay.
Besides, the centaurs invited us to, dinner if we helped out.
That's
Well, I can take
true.
us out now. I can take us out in the morning.
I think they also want to make sure that we don't, eat any of them. They mentioned that too. Kella will actually wink at Karis, making that comment about how the centaurs want to make sure we don't eat any of them.
Karis just looks uncomfortable.
It's okay.
Some of us are more comfortable with our weird cannibalistic things than others. It's okay.
So, should we finish destroying this thing, or?
Well, I don't think that's going to happen. I was going to collect some pieces and see if I can figure out how it works. I'm really curious about the delivery system.
Just don't
As-
accidentally activate it.
As long as what it was supposed to do doesn't happen, then sure.
Well,
Maybe
if
we
we
just
break
leave it
these
for now.
roots,
Leave it
Well,
for now.
I want to see if Archie can
Pull it up.
Pull it up and pull the roots out.
Sure, give me a strength check for Archie.
You got it.
Hey,
That was a 32.
Ooh.
Damn,
Nice.
son.
So, expertly lifting with the knees and not the back,
yes.
Archie is able to kind of dig into the ground, getting under those crystalline roots. It kind of feels, well, if Archie can feel at all, in the very least,
He feels.
yeah,
He feels
it
pain
kind
for
of
some
feels like
reason. I didn't make him do it.
fiberglass when he pulls it up.
Oof.
So it does hurt and shard into his metal bits,
Oof.
but he is able to pull it out. And when he does, you see this long spike of crystal just straight down the middle. It's deep, whatever it was, but eventually Archie's able to pull it all up.
good work, Archie.
Er,
You know, you can
It's a
put it
transformer now.
down. Yes, yeah, I'll take care of it. Don't worry.
Now he speaks in dubstep.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Can I give it one more look over now that I can see the whole thing?
Yeah.
Would that be another engineering?
Yeah, you can just give me another engineering.
Yeah, that was slightly better.
So
Lovette's
that's
not
the
trying
same
hard
as
today.
Lyeecia's.
That is.
You,
Oh,
you
you're
know it
right.
was coming to summon something.
Yeah,
You're trying to bring something.
You're right. Good guess.
How is Lady Lyeecia doing? still
she's-
like
She seems to be quite deep in thought, looking at this object, trying to figure it out.
Well,
That's
did you learn
distracting
about
her from her-
engineering?
Sorry.
you're fine. Sorry.
Lyeecia, what do you learn about engineering?
Well, I've seen a lot of stuff from Horus Fistel. They do a lot of.
Horus Fistel again. You know, I'm starting to think maybe this does something else.
Listen, as you're making these pieces of junk, Horus Fistel
Pieces
is
of
making
junk.
art.
No,
art.
I mean, what, like
Art
this?
out of magic objects.
Big,
Ooh,
silly
Derek.
rocks like this one?
All right. We're all quite tired, I think, from that fight. We might be getting a little bit punchy. We're all trying to do the same thing. Maybe don't get on each other's cases.
Are we?
Not getting in anyone's case. It's Horus Fistel. That's just, you know, I mean, we can all just agree that they're, you know, mid-tier. Like, clearly you have had some training. I'll give a mid-tier.
Who even goes to the Steam Isles? That's my question.
I think it's just
Well,
Isle.
Not even. See, even I don't know.
I mean, we have a good exploitation system, so there's no need,
And I'm
you
a
know?
history major. Not
Yeah,
even
that sounds-
Liarum would fund anyone there.
You are
That's-
using a lot
that's-
of names I don't know, but all right.
Yeah.
They will fund anyone.
Sounds
I
like
mean, we get funding from all over the world.
lucrative business.
History major? That's like being a Deraham lit major.
But all of that aside,
Right, yeah.
can we break this thing?
I mean,
Is that wise?
I could give it a good whack. See if
Yeah.
see if it can.
I'm not sure if this is a good. I mean, it's definitely falling into some pieces already, so we might as well.
If it's not active though, do you really want to?
I mean, it's still
Smash it.
glowing.
No, I really don't. But
Oh, it is? Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I think we should smash it.
Do you mind if I give it a try?
If-
but
Floor
it's
is all
roots-
yours.
Before you smash it, could you just give me a moment here? Kurla's gonna concentrate on it and cast detect magic and wait. Give it, as many moments as it takes, as many rounds as it takes to try and get as much information on it as they can about its magical aspects versus its mechanical aspects.
Sure.
If that's okay.
Yeah.
So they will keep on looking.
Okay. It's definitely a magical propertied item. There is no like specific class type of magic on it. Like it's not like abjuration or anything. It's just magical. It's a magical
Okay.
object. Or a magical crystal, if anything. Whatever it is. It definitely looks like a crystal.
Hmm.
It is very strong, whatever the magical quality is. Is there anything you're specifically looking for when you're checking that it's magic?
Maybe a sense of how, if it does have something to do with summoning stuff, maybe how or where, what the range is on where it's summoning from, or if it's summoning from the same plane.
I don't think that would give you that.
Fair enough. But it's still active. It still has that aura and that.
It's still glowing. I don't know if you could call it active past like it has energy in it.
Can I tell if the glowing and the energy is coming from a magical side or coming from a mechanical side, or is it just a
Magical.
mix of both?
It's magical.
Okay.
Like I
That being
said,
the c-
was explaining to Lovette, it's magical. It's just you might be able to put mechanical terms on it based on how it would work.
Okay. Sorry, I missed that.
magic engineering.
Kurla's gonna try to cast dispel magic greater.
Sure.
Ooh, nice.
All right, all right.
So they will hold out both their hands and keep them just about 2 millimeters away from the surface of this object and breathe, and they will attempt to dispel the magic. And if that's successful, I'll let you know what it looks like. And if that fucks up anyone's plans and what they wanted to do with it, I apologize.
I was gonna smash it, so.
I just don't want it to explode when you smash it.
It
That
does
just
not work.
happens when you smash.
Damn. Alright, well, I'm out of ideas with it.
All right, can I try this?
By all means.
Step
Can everyone
back.
step back?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Get
Kyla
clear.
will-
And then move
Step
back.
And Lyeecia starts once again hitting each note with her bow, trying to get the exact frequency that it starts to slightly vibrate to. And once she thinks that she's found a specific one that's the correct frequency, she does one last across the strings and will hit the bow against the chime, or against the object, and is going to use a magnifying chime
Okay.
on the object, which will deal incremental 1d6 damage every round for 20 rounds. So it'll be 1d6, then 2d6, 3d6.
What damage type is
Jeez.
this?
Sonic.
Perfect.
Oh man.
And then I'm going to yeet the fuck out of there.
All right. So you all have stepped back. Lyeecia slowly moving away after doing that. And you can hear a resonating song chiming through the crystal, growing and growing until it shatters. And even as it is shattering, very quickly, almost like fireworks, it goes off in spurts until the crystal is almost a finite glitter in the sky, and it falls down to the ground.
Nice work.
Yeah, okay.
Very
Good job.
like that.
Look
That
how
was
sweet
really cool.
fireworks.
So is it
Magnificent.
is it dead? It dead? I mean, it's gone.
I mean, it's,
Can I make
Yeah,
a
it
check for
seems-
that again?
Can't hurt
Yeah,
anyone
you can make
anymore,
another check,
presumably, so
please.
that's,
What would this
that's a
be?
good
I
one.
feel like engineering is kind of out of depth here, but I'll take it if that's what it is.
Arcana, if you can.
Keen.
that's a 39 for Lyeecia.
31 for Lovette.
So, both of you realize when you saw it pretty much destruct, the other crystal structures that were around, although they were knocked down, you didn't realize there was light to them. They just kind of look like crystals, but somehow their color gets desaturated. Like there's no light reflecting anymore off of these. You think you've probably stopped whatever that thing was?
May I please do a perception check to see if I noticed anything on Petravian in his crystals changing at the same moment?
Sure.
And that is a 28.
No
Off a
difference on
4.
Petravian.
Yeah.
I'd like to check something. I feel a little egregious about it because you probably would have
Go
mentioned
for
it,
it.
but just for my character. Just make sure that all the little shards that then have landed in the ground are inert. They're not doing anything.
Nah,
'Cause I
just
want to make sure we
dust.
did not just seed 1,000 towers.
No, just dust. Just dust.
It's like the starfish of the crystals.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate it.
You know, Lady Lyeecia, I was going to suggest that you might want to play something for the centaurs to help them with their grieving and maybe cheer them, or that it might be a nice way to make us more welcome at dinner, but I think you've just given your... What is the word for, the great
Magnum
performance?
opus?
That's the one. At least today is anyway. You'll probably come up with another one tomorrow.
It was
It was a
really
beautiful
cool.
overture.
It was beautiful work.
I can play way better music than that.
All right. Well, I mean,
Well,
you
the
should ask
effect
first, because
was
they probably
really-
got their own music, but they might.
Yeah, I mean, it was just one note, so I would hope so.
Yeah.
I mean,
Music isn't just about music, it's also about the theatrics of it all, don't you think?
All right.
Exactly.
That was a big finish.
Liana just kind of looks sad thinking about it.
Did
God damn
they?
it, Grem.
Were they? Was when the Electric Rock concert happened in this timeline?
Mm-hmm.
Petra was there. The only person that wasn't there was
Vera. And Hummel.
Was Vera and
In
Hummel.
line
And
to the
Marcus.
DMV.
It's just
Oh yeah, and Marcus.
And Marcus. Well, I mean,
Mm. Yeah.
yeah. So
It was great.
oh jeez, how was I gonna ask that?
I don't know.
Petra says to Lyeecia, I've only seen something similar once. They added electricity to I think it was electricity to their instrument.
pretty sure it's just magic. Are you talking about? Did Sol use the whole, like, the magically
It's like
enhanced
lightning.
concert?
No,
Was the-
it was like it was as if lightning was being shot into whatever they were playing. At least that's what it looked like to me.
I mean, if you put lightning in instead of an auditory frequency, it's gonna be a lot worse than.
Yeah, it's just gonna fry your instrument.
It was the most
Or the player, if it's a metal instrument.
Speaking for myself,
Wait,
getting
is
hit
that
by
the-
lightning is not the worst thing that can happen to you. Let me put it that way.
Well, no, but it's very dangerous. I mean, of course there are worse things. You could be like boiled alive in acid, but your chances of survival are almost zero.
It can be beautiful.
I mean, the lighting can be, I don't know, charred, burnt corpse are pretty cloudy, if you ask me. I suppose if you have sort of a macabre attitude about it. But I mean, your chances of survival are better than being, like, submerged in lava. I don't think anyone would survive that.
Not quite what I'm getting at, Lovette, but don't worry about it.
So,
Listen.
Yeah, we should. I'm
Shall we
going to
make
go
camp?
build a camp, yeah.
yeah, let's go make camp. They're probably
just
waiting
gonna-
for us.
Is there like an inn somewhere nearby?
No, we're sleeping out under the stars.
We're going camping.
Yeah.
You just see Lyeecia's face contort.
Come on, it'll be fun. We'll play truth games and tell each other stories by the campfire about how our lives are utterly
Mm.
meaningless.
Just
I
sleep
know
on the
that's
ground.
Mm-hmm.
No,
It'll give
I
you
have,
good material for your music.
I'll provide all the modern conveniences. It'll be just like home.
It's
Hmm.
not as fun, but okay.
At least you get to sleep near the fire. I've got to be off somewhere, out of range.
Would you like? I mean, I can see. I have to ask what he wants, but Archibald might want to keep you company. He can be kind of solitary at times.
Oh, that's quite kind. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I promise not to try to eat him either. I mean, I know I got the fangs, but they're not going to do much.
No, I don't recommend it. I mean, you pulled some pretty crazy shit down there, but he can get upset.
He's
Um,
not my type, don't worry.
You can understand him, right? Yes.
I think I caught a bit here and there, yeah.
All right. Yes. Well, I can try and translate for you if you're having trouble.
You might, yeah, it might help if I could sort of understand him a little bit better. But we'll figure that out when it's time to actually go to sleep. I do think we should probably help them get set up for dinner. You're quite right there, Liana.
And the group of you kind of slowly through some quiet chatting and, walking your way to where it seems that most of the centaurs have gathered after most of the dead has been buried. There's still plenty of centaurs out in the fields working towards taking care of these bodies, but there's only so much you can do before you get hungry and tired. So the entire area is sort of trying to help everyone. You all gather and sit with the events of your very first day in this version of Obador. Except for Petravian. Petravian's from here. He brought you here.
It's his fault.
Repercussions of your actions.
It is
It's
his
kind
fault.
of Rizen's fault.
It's
Anyways.
What happens when you rub your stone?
And with that, I wish you all a great evening. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Thanks for listening. As always, special thanks to William Succi and Andreas Pitchler for the intro and outro themes, and Emily Roll for Fantasy for this episode soundtrack. Interested in following us on social media? Follow us on Twitter at CheckPleaseDND. Or want to support the podcast and be part of the Czech Republic? Go to our Patreon under the Czech Republic. Until next time.